What do you mean it's important?
Okay. It adds character.
It also adds a slip function as well. Intestines are slippery, mate.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Well...
Take it from me, I know.
Ew.
I don't know human intestines, though.
I mean, human intestines are pretty similar.
Yeah. I know sheep, I know cow, I know goat, I know rabbit. I know quite a few other things, but yeah. I don't really know.
If you dry out intestines, they'll actually make really good fuses for fireworks.
Apparently they make good intestines make good sausage casings as well.
Oh yes, of course. That's how they make sausages.
Well, yeah, they're really good. Anyway.
My old neighbour we used to kill goats for him, and then him and his family used to do the whole rending the intestines and making like full-on classic Italian sausages.
Oh,
quite good.
Is that the Italian guy?
Yeah, great guy. It was kind of like a third grandfather.
Oh, that's cute.
So what does the scan of this man turn up?
Okay, you scan the head, and basically he carries the same pinpricks that go through the back or the base of the skull that go to the mind, but there is little hemorrhaging now. It looks like it's healed up really quickly, actually.
Is there anything within it?
No.
Like
the holes have actually mostly sealed up now, so the brain is actually pretty much fully repaired and back to being hunky-dory. He's still unconscious, but he is starting to regain consciousness, but not like he's starting to twitch a little bit, like he's trying to regain consciousness.
So there's no parasite or anything that we can detect?
No. The parasite has obviously dropped off of him when you knocked him unconscious. Well, that's what you assume anyway.
Alright, I'll put him back in the cell, and then continue scanning the other heads, I guess.
Alrighty. Oh, by the way, Ruby, you're so lucky that we didn't have a thing on the other day, because roll 20 went completely fucked.
Oh,
yeah.
Why? What happened?
They implemented that Zoom thing that they kept saying they were going to implement, but what it did is it made it really janky, which wasn't too bad, work in progress, but you know when you click minus and plus for you to change your health, that was gone. Completely. So the moment you hit like minus, you know, say minus 20 or something like that, the moment you click minus, boom, it zoom out the screen. We'll zoom out the map.
Annoying.
By the way, I'm getting an echo. I'm not sure who it's from though. I think it might be from you, Kamiko.
No, I'm not. I'm hearing the echo as well.
I'm turning my volume down. What about now?
I'll try. Yeah, I'll try for a second.
I think it's coming through Sid's.
Well, she's muted, isn't she?
No. I think
Also,
it's
hello. You didn't say hi.
Yeah, I'm still hearing the
You
echo.
didn't say hi because everybody else was talking.
Oh, sorry, Sid.
Huh?
Don't be afraid to just cut people off, Sid. There's only 3 of us, so, you know.
Well, it's impolite.
I know.
Yeah. So, it's definitely not myself that the echo's coming from.
Let me just say something, and I'll see who lights up. I'm not sure. Who knows, maybe it might be just an echo coming through mine.
I hate my dog.
Oh, is that your dog?
Yes.
I know.
Being a psycho.
I could have kicked the crap out of my freaking sister's puppy the other day.
What? No, don't hurt them.
Oh, no, I wouldn't hurt him. Little bastard came out and freaking chewed, took my freaking shoe and, well, thong, and bloody grabbed it, ran off, and then chewed the absolute fuck out of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he still got, well, she still got the puppy teeth, so she literally just ripped the shit out of it.
Wow.
That's awful.
I'm like, you little bastard, and she looks at me and I'm just like, and she's like, straight under the table. I'm like, oh, you're lucky you're fast and whippy.
Let's get on the ground.
If she wasn't so bloody adorable,
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
Alright. So we've determined that he, at the very least, doesn't have a parasite on him now.
That's good.
Do you want to put some proper cuffs on him, or do you just want to keep him in the intestines?
Proper cuffs. That'll... Yeah. I think the intestines are probably... We should probably scan those as well, but later.
Yep. They'd be starting to dry out by now.
And plant the...
Yeah. So, alright, how do we want to do this?
Sid,
I don't know. What?
what would you like to do?
What do you mean?
Well, you didn't get much of a say of what you guys did last round. Last game. So I reckon you should take a bit more charge in this game.
I think they brought new kids in these containers.
I am opening the floor.
Up and starving, but alive.
Oh, I'm not sure what exactly we need to do. I mean, we have the captured soldier.
Yeah. Also, why is my token so huge?
Where's your token?
It's in the left part by next to Citron.
Oh, that's
With
just because
Citron.
Sidgens is so small.
Oh.
The mech tokens are supposed to take up 4 inside the ship, while the human tokens take up, the humanoid tokens take up 1 square.
Ah, okay.
It's
Makes
just to add a
sense.
bit more perspective to the game.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, my back keeps spasming, so I'm just gonna have to pop a couple tablets.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's alright. I'm used to it.
We didn't say what they were from the
Just wish I could get some sleep.
So wait, is the captain conscious right now?
I saw sunlight through the cracks in the ceiling. Only
Sorry,
half
wrong
dead
pipe.
guard between me and freedom.
He is currently gaining consciousness now while he's in the brig. He's twitching and he's starting to wake up.
Okay.
So it's up to you how you'd like to proceed to this.
Well, I mean, we should try and interrogate him a little bit and figure out what he knows. If he remembers anything.
Alright. By the way, how am I coming through with my microphone?
Oh, you're coming in out just fine.
10 out of 10.
I'm not too loud?
No.
Good?
No.
Yes, I'm good.
Excellent. Alrighty.
I still need to do a level up, by the way.
Yep, actually we'll do that right now while you guys think about what you want to do with the Captain of the Wyvern.
Okay.
Okay, and your character is Sydney Sidron. Actually, Sydney Durin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys should have a look of this.
This looks like an arena. That's right.
Sid has made like
me against other kids.
dog tags and everything for the character.
Only time I was ever out of my cell.
I did give Ruby a dog tag too, and if she wants the link, I can send it to her so she can put it in her sheet.
Never understood anything that happened.
Oh yeah, I think I downloaded it. Let me check.
I was in a cell.
Yeah, but you have to go through Imgur. I don't know if that link will work to copy paste, but
Hopefully.
it's either that link or it'll be this link, and you just copy and paste it into your sheet.
Narcotics
Okay.
flooded my veins when I attacked. They actually rewarded you for attacking.
Oh, by the way, did you see the thing I put in art and memes for you, what I plan to do to you guys?
No, let me check.
Art and memes, it shows Cooler and 18. So just click play on that.
I still get warm feelings during a fight.
So
No, don't do that. No.
I just reckon that's so fucking funny.
Dad.
Every time I watch it, I get a giggle.
Wait, which one?
Enough about my weekend plans for you, the players. We just bring it across.
Okay, then.
I think it's time to post that. Yeah. I just grab it. There we go.
Actually, that's basically what you guys did the last mission. Alrighty, Sid. You walk up, you plug your power cells into the
Guards attacked me. The automated systems attacked me.
into the fabricator.
Leave lots of room for interpretation.
What points do you want to put in there? And then you could roll for health.
Let me see here.
And I've revamped the plating thing. The plating will add just +1 to your D4 roll
Fresh kill.
if you put it into plating now.
Okay.
Because I want to keep HP low-ish and damage reasonably lowish as well for this game, so that we don't get Netherworld Dragoons out of the thing where suddenly we're dishing out like one person's dishing out 500, another person's dishing out 200, one person's got 1,000 life. You know, I don't really want that.
Yeah, fair enough.
It makes balancing very difficult.
So, yeah, recently Clevitz and I did a solo mission for Rambler, and a lot of the attacks just straight up did no damage because this was a low level character with 3 defense
And 250
and like
health.
200 and something health. So
Yeah.
I'd set these enemies up for someone with maybe 100 health. So
it still would.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna upgrade my targeting.
upgrade your targeting, no problem.
Yeah.
That will add a +1 to your hit. So remember to do that to all your javelin shooter and your sidearm.
Bullshit. I had
That's-
most of it, and I
And I'll up your observation myself.
I swear to God, there's something
There we go.
here.
Alright, sounds good.
Yep. That has also unlocked night vision for you.
Ooh, cool.
Nice.
Dust, sand, fog, that will still obscure your vision, but just sheer darkness, as long as there's still some small amount of light, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So it's more of a low light vision, so to speak.
Okay.
Alright.
In fact, what I'll do, observation / low light.
I rolled a 1. Can I reroll?
You can re-roll a 1, yes.
Oh, come on!
Too bad you gotta stick,
Oof.
you only get 1
I
re-roll.
know.
It's so strange to be back here.
But,
Oh,
but
goodness
you're a
gracious.
sniper.
At least you're getting bad ones out of the way.
I'm a dangerous fish. But then I'm a little girl again.
Alright. So,
It's complicated. Just go plant that bomb.
I think there is one course of action we should probably do before we do anything else, and that's giving him a space helmet.
Yeah, putting him in a fresh space suit will lower the risk of him getting, well, basically dying of plague.
Also recontrolled.
Recontrolled. What do you mean?
Yes. I don't have any idea where the actual alien life form that was within him is right now. And he is... And none of the bodies we found controlled by said alien life form had helmets on. So
Unacceptable.
I would presume that had something to do with it.
Maybe.
Most likely.
But also, maybe the reason that they got affected is because you're gay.
Maybe if you sucked less cock, you'd know.
That is not okay, that's a good thing.
I'm a woman.
That used to be a joke amongst me mates and stuff. It's like, I can't figure out this problem. Well, maybe if you sucked less cock, you'd know.
It's so stupid but good.
It was high school
Joke's on
freaking
you.
banter. Of course, it was stupid.
Joke's on you. My character's a woman. You can't. Look, alright, that just means I'm straight in game. So,
No, I'm pretty sure you're like the biggest homosexual in space.
I'm not a homo. I'm a woman. Wait, you like dudes, don't you? Well, yeah. Well, makes you gay. Yeah,
It's
makes
pretty
you
gay,
doesn't it?
The only
be a
straight
gay
women
woman.
are women who
Like
women.
men.
The only straight women.
only true women like. Okay.
But no biotic.
Only straight women like to eat pussy.
What was it? I think it was Steve Hughes. He used to be he was an Aussie comedian, and basically he's like being a straight man, like a conventional straight man, makes you gay, and being gay makes you manly.
Bullshit.
Because it's like, well, what do you want in a woman, straight dude? It's like, oh, I want a nice, young, petite chick, you know, very feminine, you know,
Get it, Shepard.
friendly, nice voice. It's like, what do you want, Bruce? Me? I want a big hard. I want a big bloke that I can fuck.
Harder.
Oh! I want a big, strong lad that I can.
Fucking other men establishes manliness and dominance.
Yeah, you're not a real.
Oh,
You're
anyway.
not a real dominant
Any-
if you don't
It's like,
fuck men.
it's like me. I like to fuck men. It's like, Jesus Christ, Bruce.
Might be useful.
What?
So before he wakes up, we should probably change him. Yes.
Rampaging in
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nasty rags.
What a
Yep.
disaster.
Yeah, and then put him into
Also-
proper.
Back onto the Alliance's Ascension program. Hopefully, that will give them
Also, oh my god, I love Boba so much.
zero weight.
All right. You can easily enough spend one power
Biotic kits.
power node or power. Let me just look on the ship's things.
Isn't the way I remember.
You can either dismantle a rifle or a gun or something and take one of their little power crystals out, and that will give enough power to the fabricator to fabricate fully functional, well done spacesuit. Because his
Would a
isn't in very
pistol
good
work?
condition.
Would one of the pistols work? Because we have six
Yes.
of them.
Yes, you can dismantle them, rip out the power core, and put the power core into the fabricator.
Alright, excellent. Let's do that with one of the pistols.
Alrighty, so mark that off the things on ship.
Done.
Now, the last before you actually manage to put some power into your ZPM, so you've got 22% power now. Your ship still suffers from quite a few problems, structurally, mechanically. So you'll still need to do a number of
Is it
repairs.
still doing repairs?
What are you doing here?
The drone is currently fixing up the hull. That is the main problem that it wants to fix up first, because that's the main problem. If you don't fix up the outer shell, the inner shell is just going to rip apart.
Great.
So that the singular drone is currently fixing the hull. And it's just,
Can we put pants on the man now?
yep. If you want, you can wake him up and have him put his own stuff on, or you can do it yourself.
I mean, it might be better and easier to put it on for him before he wakes up.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Anybody want to roll
Alright, who
to
wants
change
to
his
do it?
diaper?
Ew.
Go on, do it.
We can do that we can do that for himself when he wakes up.
Well, the suits actually do it themselves.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll do
They're
it,
very
I guess.
similar to. Have you guys ever seen Dune?
Yes. Well, no, but I understand the concept of the still suit.
Yep. Well, the suit's very similar to that. It's a self-contained environmental suit that keeps a person clean, hygienic, and in the perfect environment for their species.
Okay, that's cool.
Whoever Arash is in the
So it's kind of like a Quarian suit from Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Quarian or the Volvus or there are a couple actually
wonder
with
who is
specific
the Quarian.
suits.
Yeah, it's probably close. Actually, it's probably closer to the Volus, actually, because it actually applies the correct amount of pressure for the body, gives them the breathing systems that they need for their
Well,
particular.
the Quarian suit does that too.
Yeah, but the Quarians is more of like a filter suit as opposed to a completely self-contained unit, so to speak.
No, it is completely self-contained. Even if they get a simple tear in that suit, they're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
They have to patch it up.
Actually, yeah, because it is probably closer to the Quarian actually, because if a Volus suit tears, they die. They seep out the atmosphere and drop dead.
Yeah, true.
Oh, apparently, all the little hook at the end of the Mass Effect Andromeda story.
Who are you?
That would have been presumably filled with like some DLC expansion or something.
Oh yeah,
Subject Zero.
They never followed up on that because
the game was
they
terrible.
ended up,
That was the only
yeah, they ended
My name is Jack.
they
How the hell do you know me?
don't have any DLC. They just finished playing single player. It was their last update.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
All they did, I think, all they did after the game's launch was actually fix up some of the problem with the models and fixed up some of the glitches.
I tried to forget this.
That was, I think, that was all they did was a bug fix. And since the game didn't sell very well, it got slammed by critics, players, and everybody under the sun, and anybody with a set of eyes. People, they just like, no point, no
I'm
point.
gonna find out what they knew.
I'm sorry, my face is tired.
Biotic potential.
It's like, oh, so you're our communications officer. Yes, I used to be a man until I made an origami vagina out of my penis. It's like,
What?
that's how you introduce yourself? That was literally basically how the character introduces themselves. It's not, hello, I'm your communications officer, my name's Sharon or something like that. It's, hello, I used to be a man.
Jack got loose.
It's like,
When I came to
what's that got to do with communications?
scientists
I'm communicating to you that I used to be a man.
But,
All of it.
Yeah.
You bigot.
Anyway, so let's.
it's like, no joke, like no one would have, like no one would know that the character was trans unless they actually said that the character was trans.
Well, shall I change the clothing?
Yeah. It's a simple roll. It only take like anything over a 2, you'll get it.
Alright, so I'm guessing it's not a tech roll.
Nah, it's not a tech roll.
11.
Most ended up the way I
It's just a standard put on people's pants roll.
They did such horrible things.
Excellent. Can I cuff them?
They must have had
Yep, you can cuff him once you put the suit on. You can like recuff him, and the helmet comes back on, and you suddenly get a read up of his biometrics as he connects to the ship,
This is where I belong.
or as the suit connects to the ship. So it basically says Captain Pasid has joined has
To restart this place.
entered the ship, basically.
He's crazy and he's never gonna reach.
That was Picard.
You have to live.
Well, I've spelled it Pasid, but it basically is Picard.
Boo.
It's just for copyright reasons. That was supposed to be part of the joke.
He's not worth
For legal
So,
reasons.
like, who's gonna sue you for copyright infringement?
I don't know. Apparently,
Maybe.
if you
Room was my whole child.
make anything to do with Star Trek, and you can get fucked over by the people that make Star Trek.
But it's all different.
Oh.
Like a lot of fan films got like shut down, and they are given like massive rules and laws that they have to follow,
Tie the sheets around my wrists and try to rip them off.
even if they're making
I wanna stop
fanfics.
coming back here.
Even if it's non-for-profit or anything like that. Like just
I thought we were not there
Yeah.
with the rest of the world.
apparently they're real dicks to freaking fan creators.
Oh, you should see how the BBC operate.
Really? They operate bad as well?
Yeah, there's
It was like my best
like
friend.
if you use there was one guy who had like a 15-minute video, and he showed a trailer, like a publicly available trailer for one of the BBC's things because he wanted to like show it off.
Mm-hmm.
That got taken down because they showed a trailer.
Yeah, I literally had my YouTube channel back when I used to do a lot of anime reviews and stuff. I did a 10-minute video where it was a minute on each anime, and it was just me stating the animes that I wish there were second seasons of.
Yeah.
Like, we're unfinished, ones, and it was just me sucking the anime's dick basically for an entire minute and then going on to another one. Funimation shut me down, and yet when I made a different video where I was ripping into the ones I hated the most, which were mostly Funimation ones, they didn't touch it.
That's weird.
And they put it down on copyright for airing the entire second episode of Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. And I'm just like, it was literally half of the intro.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
Where it just shows the main characters dancing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why? I was giving it praise.
So, what do you guys think? How do you guys think we should go about speaking to this man?
Slowly and calmly, considering they're going to be in a very disoriented state of mind coming out.
Alright.
Hello, retard.
Perfect way to introduce yourself to a captain.
Okay.
I believe that's Captain Retard.
Alright, which one of you wants to speak while I stand menacingly behind them with a gun?
How about we not do that?
What? Why not? Why not talk?
Put down the gun.
Oh,
Fine. Okay.
not hold gun. I mean, definitely keep your gun close in case if he fucking goes ballistic. But yeah, don't be pointing at him.
You all have your
We all
sidearms.
should have our sidearms on us, so.
Oh, but of course.
Unless stated otherwise, I'm always assuming that your gun, your sidearm is holstered on your leg.
Yeah.
Exactly, easy access, so
Yeah.
shouldn't have anything to worry about, really.
There's also a sidearm on your actual mechs themselves, so technically you carry two pistols on you when you're in your mech. One's attached to the mech, one's attached while you're inside, like actually attached to your suit. So if you hop out, you can run around with your pistol, and you don't have to grab your weapon off your mech.
Alright.
Obviously, the mech sidearm is a little bit bigger, so you'd have to carry them around with two arms.
Can I get a spanner?
If you'd like.
I'd like to do that cool flipping thing. People do with knives, but with a spanner instead.
Okay, roll to do that.
No, just like as they're talking.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I was hoping that you'd fail that personally. That would have been funnier. Okay.
What would have happened if you failed?
I was going to say that Captain Picard awakens in a dazed state. He looks across and sees you all standing there, and he sees Kamiko spinning a spanner in which he slips, smacks himself in the head, and then breaks his toe with. But now it's just he spins the spanner intimidatingly.
I'm still in my mech suit.
I'm assuming you guys are out of your mech suits.
I would say we are.
I would like to remain in the mech suit for the purposes of...
Well then, no, you can't carry a spanner then. The hands are too big
I'll be out
to...
of it.
Unless you're like flicking it around like a coin. Yeah.
That would actually be really... I like the visual of that. It's like heads, the span... If I get a heads with the spanner, then this happens. If I get a tails...
Oh no, it's Two-Face.
If it lands on heads and the spanner goes in your head, if it lands on tails and the spanner goes up your ass.
Well, if you want to roll intimidation, you could actually grab the spanner that actually impaled the previous mechanic,
Fury is my choice.
Ew.
Not
because that's still covered in blood because you haven't cleansed it.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Ah, son of a bitch! If you can dodge traffic, you can dodge a ball.
Alright, I'll keep the wrench.
That was actually a really good impersonation. What was that?
I'll take the big wrench then. And
Okay.
I love the true ending of that movie.
What's wrong?
I'll let my friends do the talking.
I'm thankful.
One thing, did anybody see the true ending of the movie?
Ask you to go there.
That
There was
was,
a true ending?
yeah, basically there's a true ending and then there's sorry, my tongue's like dry as fuck today.
Okay.
Theatrical release. Basically, they showed the true ending and it didn't go well with the test screening, so they changed the ending. And basically, at the true ending is they lose.
Oh, so it's like Lord of the Rings. They have the true ending, then they have
300
the
after.
theatrical release.
Then they have
Have you
300
seen that
other
they're
endings.
planning on
You don't expect.
doing like a special 3rd edition where they add in stuff that they cut
I've made a lot
from
of
the
choices,
expanded
Jack.
one for the 20th anniversary of Fellowship?
Why don't they just show the expanded one? The expanded ones are really good. Just really
No, like
fucking
they're
hard.
adding adding on top of the expanded one
Never thought I'd see you
because they
so
cut stuff
busy.
from that
Where I should live.
because it was too long.
Yeah, because each one's like 3.5 hours or something, isn't it?
I'm not getting stuck.
Almost 4, I think.
And I'm
Anyway.
sure as hell not.
Who's doing the interrogating? Which one?
Probably the person humping the chair at the moment.
Ruby.
I'm not doing anything. It's hard.
I know the place is gone,
Anyways,
but I still
I
don't wanna
guess,
go to
yeah,
this place.
well, I mean,
No,
okay,
it's-
he wakes up. Does he recognize any of us?
He's very
You sure about this?
out of it at the moment.
Do
He's
whatever
kind of
you
like,
can to get
what?
your phone straight.
Where?
Don't
who am I-
go there,
that's
go
right,
for
I'm
me, Shepard.
Captain.
You're not the couch type.
What's going on here?
Anyway, bullshit prison psych. You did me a favor.
Well, sir, you were kind of under the control of some sort of weird alien force, and we recently actually rescued you.
I don't remember any of it. I don't.
What was the last thing you remember?
I remember my crew acting very strangely, but I can remember looking at the communications terminal, and something was trying to make me do something. So I destroyed the terminal, and that's the last thing I remember. Other than that, all I can remember is suffocating.
Me for something.
Oh my goodness.
Got a minute?
Like a dream of suffocation,
Some calibrations.
and then I woke up here.
Wow.
It felt like I was had like something, like my mind was being pulled.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be wrong in saying your mind was pulled. While we were down there, there was some strange parasites. And they affect the brain somehow.
Do you have any data on these things?
AIDS?
The most we have, yeah.
Will you allow me to talk to the computer so it can explain to me what it was?
Well, to it, the best of its ability, sure.
Oh, by the way, I better take off his
I should probably request no funny business.
I'm a captain. I always follow protocol.
That's responsible.
Of course, you don't become a captain of a fleet, even a small fleet of ours, without being responsible.
Evidently, he doesn't know who's currently the captain of this ship.
Well, you were just, well,
He's gonna, let me see if he's actually cogent enough to actually read that. Nope. He hasn't since he's not connected directly to aids at the moment, like in communication, his hub is actually just showing your names. It's not actually showing your ranks.
Oh.
But he's pretty sure he outranks you.
And, well, Kamiko is just acting captain.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. He doesn't outrank me in a certain country on Earth.
Yeah, well, the country doesn't. Shut up.
In a certain organization.
What, the KGB?
No. The underground.
Oh my god. The underground.
The Ukrainian Liberation Front.
Yeah. They're like the IRA, but against communists, which means we'll probably win at some point.
Yeah. They're like the People's Front of Judea, or the Judean People's Front.
For the FLQ.
Or your IRA.
Same thing, really.
Or Antifa.
No.
Antifa.
No, those guys are just violent thugs. We're violent thugs against communists.
Yeah, they are too. They're
so
violent
in the
thugs
right.
against fascism.
Well, you say that, but really they're violent thugs against anyone. So.
Yeah.
No, only to those that disagree with them on anything.
Which are basically Nazis.
Yeah.
Well,
If you disagree with them, you're basically a Nazi.
Yeah. Well, shit. I disagree with them beating up people. But
Honestly, if we should start punching Nazis again, XD.
We should start starving communists again, actually.
they do that themselves. We don't need to help them.
Good point, but everybody needs a little gentle nudge to really bring out their potential.
Anyway.
Alright, anyway,
If AIDS would be so kind as to give him the information we've thus far gathered based on the brain scans.
oh, by the way, I'm putting in the ship's things, the other stuff that you found on the ship. Well, no, actually what you found in the alien ship. Which was... one... Aquila. Cell. Okay. And I cannot spell for shit today. And I just spelled fuel.
What do you mean
as
today?
fluid.
Cute yawn.
What do you mean today, lads?
Okay, worse than usual. Actually, I'm not even going to bother it. You can spell check me later on. You got one Naquita fuel cell that you pulled from the generator.
Okay, I thought you were talking about some kind of sickness, but okay, yeah.
No, not yet.
Oh no.
Well, we can try.
Oh, no.
You can try generating some power later.
Yep. Yeah, if need be, you can plug it into the fabricator to make something cool, or you can plug it into the Naquita converter and pump it into your ship's systems to actually make it run a bit better.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Either way,
we'll figure it out later.
Know what's wrong with him.
no problem.
What he needs.
I'll bring the captain out here. He's still bound by the shackles, but he is no longer unconscious.
Take your business to the clan leader and keep your running.
Please tell me he understands why we had to shackle him.
Just let me by.
He has a rough idea. He's still a bit wonky in the brain, so he doesn't really know the full story. Because, well, imagine waking up from a really deep sleep and a massive nightmare at the same time.
I see references to
So he's kind of a bit confused at the moment.
Good. Talk to Scout Deck or Chief. Either one.
Do we still have the video clip of him shooting the console?
You'd have to go onto the other ship and actually get that. The ship is still out there.
Yeah, going outside right now probably isn't a good idea, but so we'll figure.
Actually, I've still got that. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, I still got that map. Yep. Actually, as soon as he gains, like, his mind starts clicking in, he's like, where's the rest of my crew?
Aliens are a nerd now, except you.
Dead.
I don't have the luxury.
You're welcome.
What, all of them?
All the ones we found.
Credits the people
It was an unfortunate incident. They were kind of controlled, and we thought at the time the only way to save them was to kill them. I point at Kamiko.
I'm just gonna shrug and go, yeah, they shot us. So.
He's like, roll us a
We only found 2 of them, though. So. Okay, 17.
Alright, I'll just class that as for everybody. You can tell that he's very sad now.
Oh, I don't blame him.
I'm a good shot. Maybe I can.
In fairness, we only found about the bodies of 4 of them. So.
He's like, yes, well, it's normally standard procedure to have only 5 crew members during transportation awake.
Well, in that case, they're all accounted for.
Stay.
He's like, oh, this makes me sad.
I'm gonna go and give him a hug.
I can't feel emotions, and that makes me sad.
Of course, that's the Russian, that's the communist in you.
This is the land of
No, that's like that's a Futurama quote.
Yeah, I know. Oh god, the robot's crying again. Alright.
Yeah, I am actually gonna give the captain a hug.
Alrighty, I'll move you next to the captain. He seems hesitant but comforted by it.
Good.
He's like, I'm sure you did what you thought was best at the time.
Well, I wasn't going against the acting captain's orders.
And who is the acting captain?
I probably shouldn't mention the heads we're currently scanning, should I?
He's like,
no.
By the way, what ship am I on?
What's this one again?
The Dragoon.
Yeah, alright.
Until you guys rename it, it's still the Dragoon.
Okay.
Alright, Dragoon it is.
He's like, then where is Captain Dennis?
He kinda died.
Yeah, her face used to be embedded in the control panel at the front of the ship.
Oh.
It is no longer embedded in the front of the ship.
Yeah.
That is a shame. She was a good pilot and a good captain.
I can neither confirm nor deny this.
You would have known, you would have met the captain even but shortly. Everybody would have.
Yeah.
I should actually make a note of that. Alright, what else would you like to ask him, talk to him about?
He asked who the acting captain was, so I'll just go, yes, hello. And then go back to menacingly holding the large spanner.
Alright. I can't spell captain at all today. I cannot spell anything today. C-A-P-T...
T-A-I-N.
T-A. That's it.
Yep. T-A-N.
Yep. I know. I can't spell anything at all today. Alrighty. He's like, wait, you're...
What do you want, human?
Judging by if you're temporary captain, why is your rank so low? Was the entire crew wiped out?
Yes. Well, no, but all of the acting crew were, yes, all the ones who were on board at the time of collision, yes. At the moment, we can't really wake up anyone else. So
you encountered that space anomaly as well.
I'll give you a discount on my stuff.
Right here.
Anything you want. Buy a car.
What about our other sister ship, the Drake?
Well, that is also not functioning, and it was in awful condition.
Any of the crew still alive?
No. It seemed to be,
what's this?
it was the maintenance bots kind of went rogue.
We couldn't find any of them inside, so presumably they're no longer in the ship.
That's quite a heavy loss to the army. They were carrying quite a lot of supplies. Power cells, mechs. They're all destined for the front lines.
I'll tear you apart. You don't have the brains to try.
So anyway, Abe,
yep.
that would be a great time to tell this strapping young man what exactly you've been looking at.
Go away.
Well, Abe has been multi-purposing. He's been scanning their heads, and he's been trying to decipher that weird pulse communication that came from the alien ship. It is taking an extreme amount of data to try and decipher even some of it, because it's in completely different code, using different types of mathematics.
You seem like a well-traveled Krogan ambassador.
I am.
It's like trying to learn Japanese, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're trying to understand binary, but they're using like 22 numbers, like instead of counting to 10, they count to 22. So their calculations are completely alien towards humans and most bipedal races.
Clan leader Rex requested that I come. He and Clan Nuckmore have been
Yeah, that's gonna be awful. So no need to report on that until there's something to report. But as for the heads, what do we got?
The heads, like I said, all of them, the human heads all bear the same characteristics, except for the one that had the exploded back of the head. They all had the pinpricks that went through to the motor control functions of the brain, where there was blood clots. And the one with the exploded head looks like there wasn't really any brain matter to really examine. It was almost like a small bomb went off inside the grenade, probably about the size of a thumb, that detonated.
Alright, well, let's give that data to him.
Yep. You can just, a lot of this data you can actually allow him to actually receive data in his heads-up display. You can just make it that he can't add data.
Alright, let's do that.
Alrighty. So yeah, he starts looking at the data. He's like, have you got any recordings of when you're in the, like, fighting my people? What you discovered there, what you saw. All of that should be recorded by your mechs.
Alright, time to show him what he's been up to then, I guess.
Alrighty.
Good enough?
Okay. Let's see how...
Excuse me.
Okay, he's watching, whose feed do you want him to be watching?
You look well for dead, Shepard. Should have known the boy couldn't hold you.
Any suggestions?
Looks like helping you destroy Saren and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other.
Ruby, Sidron, any suggestions as to who wants to...
Oh, us, okay.
Like, who wants to be his eyes that he looks through to see what went on the ship?
I guess mine, since I had a pretty good shot of everything else going on.
Yep. Who watched the initial footage on the other ship?
That would be me. I was the one who did the console.
Alright, so you'll have to show him that separately. Meanwhile, he's looking at your footage, Ruby. And when he comes up, it's like he's watching... Like, you know when you see like a chimp see their own reflection and they're very confused by it? That's how he's projecting how he's feeling while watching his body do that. Fumble with alien devices, saying weird things in a voice that's not even his.
Yeah.
So he's quite confused, but he's watching it extremely intently. Like he's watching every movement that he's making. He's like, I don't remember any of this.
Takes me back to the old days. Us against the
What is that device?
No idea.
That's a good question.
All we know is it bled when we struck it.
No, the control panels did. That device didn't. Oh wait, that device did bleed. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
It only bled a little bit though.
Yeah.
Still bled, which is a bit odd for a control panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was doing some funky shit too.
It's like, yeah, what's this? Must be heard, have been heard. None of this makes sense, but let me just see if he remembers anything from his nightmare. He's got a vague idea of "let us be heard." He remembers hearing that come through his mind, like in the echoes of it, of his dreams.
If he could tell us literally anything about the stream, that would be great. I would greatly appreciate that.
Like he said, he can only remember vague things, like he's like waking up from a nightmare that he can't remember. But as he's watching himself, it's kind of piecing a few little fragments back together. But that's the main thing he remembers is we must be heard, they must be heard.
Yeah.
Does he know who they is? Because they are... My English is not so good today.
That's okay.
Good.
No. He can't remember what they are. All he remembers is that it was very important for something to be hammering it into his mind constantly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's fast forward the footage. Okay, he sees that creature and he's like, I've never seen anything like that before.
Their own clan structure?
Nothing is more valuable than a fertile field.
It looks bipedal, but
They know it.
no, I've never seen anything.
Their own protection.
Humanoid bug?
Better set up breeding alliances.
Have we done the analysis of its skull?
Not yet.
Finished.
You can move Aid's focus onto that if you'd like.
It can continue.
But you'd have to stop the other calculations to do the scan.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Sounds like you're not making friends.
Really, mostly, we still need to find a whole bunch of resources to fix up this ship.
When the smoke clears,
Yeah.
That's true.
their corpses and rally the rest around a Krogan.
He's like, well, if my memory serves me right, there should be still a decent amount of resources on the Wyvern. The ship crashed and was mostly disabled, but its power systems and many of its other systems were still intact. I'm sure we could salvage a lot from it.
Our worst insult.
I think now would be a good time to show him what he's been up to with the Wyvern.
Yep. All right. It's
I hope that works.
rolling.
Well, I mean,
But back to the regiment's here.
it's just that pile of junk now.
Oh, it can't fly, but it still has, like, they all survived the impact when they landed. So it was intact enough to survive a crash, but the crash did it basically warped the entire frame and split it, like corkscrewed the entire ship.
Oh man.
So the majority of the ship is completely unusable for space travel, but the parts itself are still in relative function.
He also kind of shot the ship. a few times.
Alright, let's roll to show him that data if you'd like.
Before you could learn what is
Would that be tech?
Yes.
plan. I was tank bred
Plus 2 then, so 12.
My lines.
Okay. Let's see how he comprehends it. What does we mean with fucking 11s? This is like the
The offspring of a
4th 11 that I've rolled.
The 11th 11.
Peter Krogan.
7-11 is an inside job.
Very old.
So, fuck you.
Okay, he remembers this slightly. He remembers shooting the communications. It's starting to flicker back to him a little bit. He's like, I remember now, I disabled the communication systems because
Does that name mean anything?
I knew that whatever was trying to make me send something, I couldn't allow that message to get out. So I shot up the control panel, but I can't remember the exact reason why. Only that it was at the utmost importance to ensure that that was destroyed. That and the power system.
Okay, who wants to tell him?
Aliens call it. Krogan undergo the
I know.
passage. Too far, Max.
You mean how the
Message got
parasites
sent?
actually rebuilt and sent that message? Yeah.
Yes.
So, Grunt, do you wish to stand?
Do you want me to be the bearer of bad news, or anyone else?
I mean, you're already a Grim Reaper, so go ahead.
The shaman will
Alright. Yeah, minor issue. That thing you were rebuilding was seemed to be some sort of communication device, and yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
So
weren't able
whatever
to stop
message you
it,
sent,
sadly.
and the others will
or whatever message you were trying to avoid sending, it's been sent.
Okay, he's starting to hyperventilate.
What happens if he doesn't do this rite of passage?
No.
Can I give him a paper bag?
Well, he's wearing his helmet. He's wearing his helmet.
Okay, great.
But suddenly you're getting warning signs showing up. You know, Captain
That's just him.
Picard is... I'll just say Picard. Captain Picard's systems, you know, hyperventilating, blood pressure rising, heartbeat, 250 beats per minute.
Well,
Can we tell the computer to add oxygen to his suit to calm him down?
The suit will do that automatically, but it's probably best. Yeah, it's probably good to tell aides that. Yeah, shit's getting a bit weird. He's like,
he's freaking out. Man.
Tell Aid, hey, can you just give him a bit more oxygen? Looks like he needs it, or whatever substance he breathes.
He's like, oh dear God, fuck, oh we're fucked, oh shit, we're fucked.
Whoa, calm down.
Do I? Is it time for the good old fashioned home remedy of
short-sighted fools in line?
Knockout?
Hunt well.
No.
No, that's responsible. Let's just hit him in the head.
How about we just give him a massive dose of morphine?
No.
Shot of morphine to move on.
It will slow his heart rate down.
Yeah.
To death.
It would probably end up getting him addicted to it as well, so.
One shot of morphine isn't going to get someone addicted.
It takes a bit.
Yeah, they had me on morphine for like 5 days when I was in hospital last time.
How do we know it's
Actually, no, it was like 4 days. They took it off me on the 5th.
I bet it felt great. I'm joking.
Actually, no, I was still in massive amount of pain. All it did was make me really tired.
Fucking hell.
Okay, well, let's keep him off the morphine for now.
All he needs is a little bit more oxygen.
Yeah, who wants to calm him down and then ask him why we're fucked?
I don't care what this idiot said.
Okay.
Or more specifically, how?
D20 plus social or communications, actually. If any of you got any points in communication?
I do not.
Nope.
Let me check.
Yeah, Ruby and I would be the only ones to have it since that's a specialist thing.
And I think Ruby,
no, I don't have
you
any.
put yours in skills and shields. So
yeah, because that's a scout support.
So if you want, you can try and calm him down.
I'm gonna try and calm him down.
Wait, actually, so
never mind.
So we have a medium power crystal and three small power cells, which is enough to give me one level up for communication, but I'm not going to do it because I would probably...
No, that's being greedy. You've already used a bunch of stuff to level yourself up.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not.
Okay, so you try and calm him down. He stands up and he smacks you in the face with his shackles. And knocks you to the ground.
Oh my gosh, hey. Chill the fuck out.
Alright.
I'm gonna beat you.
I'm taking... It's my turn.
This will be decided elsewhere.
12.
Are you still in your suit?
You have provoked them.
Yes, but I'm not going to do anything.
Yes, he says frightened.
Yep. Who's still in their suits?
Me.
Okay, so Sid's the only one out of the suit.
Oh no.
Okay, he says, AIDS, activate protocol 54328.
And he will succeed.
Oh no.
Roll as a detect.
Oh god.
To interfere. Will he?
Can I initiate the 3-step protocol now?
Okay, you guys realize that your suits are suddenly shut down.
Oh no.
You're stuck in your suits.
Can I initiate the 3-step protocol now?
The protocol's locked out. You're locked out from AIDS.
The protocol's locked out.
Yep, like you're locked out from AIDS.
Son of a bitch.
He says, no, you all listen to me right now. We need to get this ship, and we need to get the fuck out of here right now.
Well, why?
He's like, that communication is starting to ring bells to me. That was a beacon to bring more of those ships here. And to basically relay their entire fleet. I'm talking...
Okay, but Jesus, you need to lock us in our suits.
A massive fleet. He's like, now I'm gonna unlock your suits, but you need to understand that this isn't...
I wasn't in my suit.
Yeah, but you got smacked to the ground.
Okay.
You're on the ground with a bloody nose.
You bully, I beat your ass. Her friend again.
Can't believe my 12 failed to calm him down.
Okay, he offers his hand to you, Sid, and he's like, I'm sorry for that. And he offers the hand to...
Maybe sorry, jackass.
He offers to help you up.
I'll accept it.
Alright.
Begrudgingly,
yep.
I'd assume.
Just wipe the blood off my nose.
Oh no. Oh, you poor baby.
And he says, alright, AIDS, restore their suits. Your suits are now moving.
Can I quietly curse his mother in a language he doesn't understand?
If you want.
What exactly were those creatures? Or, like, the fleet?
He's like, I don't really know, but all I know is that they're dangerous and they could wipe out all of the humanoid races.
That's just one.
Alright.
So what you're telling me is we're fighting Reapers.
If I may.
Freedom. It's almost like the Reapers mixed with the Flood.
Ah, okay.
I would like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor, AIDS.com, and I would also like to ask him if he would graciously reroute all of his scanning to the head of the thing that I was going to use as a dashboard trophy.
It says, yes, I will do that, but you are no longer the standing captain.
Ooh.
Roll to shrug.
Alright.
Roll to shrug. I swear to God.
Yep, you successfully
15.
shrug without bumping your shoulder.
Stop bumping your... I swear to fucking God. Game sometimes.
He goes to the panel, inserts his ID card into the system. And
Can I de-shackle him?
You must adapt.
yes, you can.
Alright, great.
Okay, wait a second. I had an image for this, but now I can't find it.
Get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
I'm trying to bring up his suit. I don't know what happened to his friggin' thing. I'm gonna have to remake a new one. I think. I think it got. Yeah, I think I must have deleted it somewhere.
What's the competency levels of these Marines?
Extreme.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Hit the keystone.
So I'm not going to have very much experience fighting anything similar to that. Great.
No, basically these things, they're pretty much like a hive mind for what he remembers. But all he knows is that they're terrifying. And this is a battle hardened commander. You know.
Yeah.
Veteran of 100 wars.
First the Krogan conquered T'Challa and mastered a natural world.
I'll just bring this one on just for the time being.
Do I still get to keep the skull?
Destroying a chair.
Yes, you can still keep the skulls, yes, ago. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's not that freaking big. And I'm gonna have to meddle with this one like anything.
Anyone else want some?
You know, you could have just made like a token of Dr. Samuel Hayden from Doom.
Yeah, that was not very good. It's too literally like the where that mech was. I had 4 more squares either side, and that was the size of the freaking image.
Jesus Christ.
I'll just use this token then. Good. I don't know what this is from, but it came up in mech suits.
Hello.
Wait, you still there, Ruby?
Yeah.
Yep, sorry.
Let me just...
No, I've been here the whole time. I apologize. Just haven't been talking.
Alright, Lavitz, I'm going to send you an image that might be similar to what you want.
Okay. Either way, his suit comes up. I'm just going to put that there.
Impact shot.
He goes to hop in his suit.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden his legs give out.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
He's like, what the f... Bonk. And he hits the ground.
Looks like somebody was napping for too long, am I right?
You okay there?
Now would be a good time for another analysis.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Analysis. He fell over, idiot.
Kowalski, analysis.
Okay, roll us anybody with tech or anything like that.
I have tech.
All of you can actually roll.
Yeah, shh.
Just 1d20 plus skill.
+1. I got him.
Yep.
Fucking.
I got a 12.
God damn it.
Nice.
Okay. He can barely move his legs or arms.
Then the Krogan were lifted to the stars
Oh no.
to destroy the fears of a galaxy.
He's like, what in the blazes?
Only we could chase to their
What in the blazes? What in God's green earth?
Alright,
He's like,
I'm gonna scan this man once more.
alright. Okay, roll us a scan then. Because the first ones are basically just observing.
Fucking crap. Son of a bitch.
Anybody else
Yeah, I'm
want to
guessing-
try and run a scan?
I'm guessing scanning him right here in the mech bay is a bad idea.
Well, basically what you'll be doing is you'll be connecting to his suit and trying to understand the jarbled mess of information coming through on health stat.
I would have loved to have just... I mean,
Oh, Ruby got a 10.
Yep.
Well, 11.
Yeah, plus 1 is like an 11.
Well, you
Okay.
just roll d20 plus 1 for that. Yeah, that's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, most of you can't figure out what the hell is going on with these suits. Ruby, you can roughly understand that, along with the scan, like combining the scans of his brain scans and the scans of him, is that the blood clot in his brain has reopened.
Uh-oh.
And has caused some paralysis to him. Paralysis, that's it. Sorry, dry mouth, I can't pronounce anything.
What's our medical supplies like?
The suit will basically keep him alive. That's part of the suit's programming. But he's having trouble remaining conscious. All he's saying is, like, we've got to get the ship fixed, we've got to get the hell out of here. We've got to warn the fleet. We got to inform, we got to warn everybody. And with that, he passes out.
Okay, well, I guess we should heed his advice and head out, or try and get the ship moving so we can reach the fleet, or at least communicate with the fleet.
And let's see how the drone is doing. Okay, for the internal systems, the drone hasn't really done anything, but it has managed to fix the hull to a degree. So,
how about we refuel the generator with the fuel that we have.
Okay, you'll need to use that Naquita generator.
Yes.
Where is the integrity? Oh, integrity? Yep, okay.
Sounds just a standard tech roll.
Yep, hull integrity is now at
21.
93%. And I'll just show you, I'll send that image, that information sheet to you. We'll bring it to everybody so they can actually see the stats on the ship. Now let's have a look at your, oh beautiful, you've actually managed to use all the fuel, that entire fuel cell to its maximum efficiency. And the power has now gone up to 36%.
Oh.
So we're sitting at 86% power?
36.
30. Alright,
oh, never mind.
Yep.
What's our current time limit, would you say?
He doesn't know he's unconscious.
I'm asking AIDS.
AIDS is currently focusing all his attention on the alien skull.
Okay, well.
He says give him 2 or 3 hours and he should have a full biopsy of it. On all its stats and everything.
Alright, okay, shit. So, I guess I am temporarily the commander again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's our current situation? So what suggestions does everyone have? Because apparently,
well, honestly, I think we should try and reconnect with the rest of the fleet.
Well, yeah, definitely.
But we'd have to figure out how well we can maneuver and how well we can get our communications working again.
That's a very good suggestion, yeah.
Ah, that's right, I'm on the wrong level. That's right. Oops. Okay.
So, what's everyone's opinion on salvaging what we can from the down ship and just stealing it?
I mean,
that's gonna repair us quicker, so...
yeah.
Yeah.
Just get that done.
Let's do that.
Okay. By the way, for lore purposes, before you guys went out on before you guys landed, basically Shadow, Zar, and Ray, they all went back into hypersleep because of feeling a bit of space sickness. Being jutted out of the pods so quickly without proper protocol, it made them feel a bit sick, so they went back into the cryopod.
Just the warlord of
Haha, pussies.
Yep. So, if you're wondering where they are, that's where they are.
He's designed to be perfect.
Okay.
being designed is the
Okay.
Upon which it then jammed again.
That is a tolerable loophole.
Yes.
So they are all locked away on the GM layer.
Thank God.
Okay.
I mean,
anyways, yeah, we should get to the wreck of the other ships and see how much we can salvage before we try and head out.
Alrighty. I'll bring you back onto the good old happy-go-lucky map that everybody
You're
loves.
after his power. You don't really want him in your
well, I mean, a certain headhunter certainly loves it.
Well, if you don't love it, I could always just bring up the fun chart.
The fun chart for what?
Just the fun chart in general.
We just teleport onto a map of a plane of existence that is only the fun chart.
It's your choice.
Where everybody has to constantly roll. Where everybody has to constantly roll D20s, D30s, and D100s.
That would be terrifying.
No, the fun chart is just, as a realm, is just a table with some dice on it.
Alright, well, we have the ship here, so we gotta see what we can get.
Yep. Now, schematically, this ship is basically identical to yours. It's just got a different set of wings and top cannons instead of sub cannons. Or sub turrets.
If I may, I would like to let AIDS get the turret out again, just to.
Yep.
In case we get some unwanted visitors, because Lord knows we're fucked if we don't let everyone else know.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can take basically a second run at the ship to try and find items and whatnot.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll try. I rolled a 3. God damn it.
Oh goodness. I'll roll.
Don't worry, you're gonna get multiple rolls.
Oh,
Basically, you have to designate what you're looking for, and then basically your rolls will come out and how well you salvage it, find it, then salvage it.
Okay.
Whose one's that? Captain Picard. I'll remove him off this map because, yeah.
Remove him from the map because he's dead?
No, because he's in the ship on the ground. You guys, the arseholes didn't even move him to a bed. He just left him on the cold floor in front of a control panel.
Look,
oh my goodness.
Alright. Look.
Next to his man.
I understand that some people might consider this cruel and unusual. But where I'm from, this is normal.
That's a comfortable bed.
Yes.
Be happy with the floor that we give you.
It's almost as good as a communist innards as a pillow, but we don't have any, so.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, that's a spider bite. Gosh darn it.
It's a natural progression of living under communists. You have to repurpose whatever you can find.
Because yeah, we all know cold cattle grate floors are great for a brain hemorrhage.
Yeah, I know. It did wonders for my grandmother.
What were you called before?
Oh, that's not a good meme. I don't like that one.
Well, we all know 50,000 volts is just what the doctor ordered for a collapsed lung.
My old identity. My life.
Sheesh.
I don't even know what that's referencing, but I don't like it.
It's referencing, what was that game called? Infamous.
No. Which meme? Are we talking like the Pillar Stodies, the Bugs Bunny one, or what?
No, the infamous meme that was coined by Yahtzee Croshaw. Because you get healing lightning. Because everybody knows 50,000 volts is just what you need for a collapsed lung.
Each time we grow stronger.
Isn't that what they do in Doom? They like stick you full of energy heal juice.
I think they inject you with nanites.
I'm not. I wouldn't know the deep lore.
I'll be back.
Doom 2016.
Okay. Sarah Connor has just joined us.
No, don't reference that movie.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
All of the radio DJs were so excited when they saw that the Terminator was coming out, and then like the next Monday, like the immediate next Monday, they were just like, "Man, that movie was shit."
Yeah, it's like
it's lost so much money.
Yeah, I think they've lost like upwards of like 100 million or something, haven't they?
It's close to 200 now.
Oh yeah, with all the, when you think about it, you got to double the budget for when you add advertisement and shit like that. So if they spend 10 million on the movie, another 10 million goes to advertising.
I'm not calling you fucking Carl. Oh man.
Alrighty, so you guys want to start searching this ship for parts?
Yes.
You got 2 hours to kill before AIDS finishes his analysis of the brain, and you can get a lot done in 2 hours.
All right. What's our comm systems like?
Your comm systems are underpowered but working. Remember, you sent that pulse out, that communication pulse.
Now the
out?
real question is, how do we overpower them? Overclock them, as you.
Basically, you just need to pump a shitload of power in them and hope that and reinforce the conduits so that they don't burn out.
Okay, that sounds a bit risky. So,
of course, you're overclocking something. You got to be careful it doesn't burn out.
All right. Well, tell you what. Let's get some spare communications parts.
Tell me about Krogan ceremonies.
6.
Yep, they've all been blasted to hell by a plasma pistol.
I find a radio from 1993.
No, you find an old Morse code. Not even proper Morse code, it's a Morse code.
I find a telegram. Not the telegram machine, just a telegram.
Basically, you find one of those Game Boy printers that came out with Pokemon Yellow.
God, yes. See those? Those are insane.
Oh, they're classic.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
I had one of them, but I never was able to get any of the printing paper, so I could never print out anything on it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alex.
Yeah, that's alright.
Must be attuned to that.
I had a camera and everything for it.
That was, I remember I was watching Angry Video Game Nerd. He was like reviewing all the Game Boy add-ons, and holy shit, yeah, there was like a camera, a printer, a calculator, a thermometer.
My favorite one was the one that plugged into your Super Nintendo, so you could play. Play them on proper, play it on proper TVs.
On a proper screen, yeah. Well, that was more so just a converter that converted, so you could put like you wouldn't plug in your Game Boy, you just put the Game Boy game cartridges.
Yeah. But it can save data.
Does anyone else want to try?
Well, the communication systems are shot to hell. There's nothing really. When the captain blew that up, he made sure that he hit all the vital parts. It's literally just melted slag.
Alright. Any other suggestions? Should we...
I want to look for spare batteries, actually.
Alright.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay, you find a lot of damaged weapons, but you can easily just break them open and rip out the power cells from them.
Just
Okay, and how many power cells would that give me?
That will give you... Let me just roll.
Down some real money, human.
Okay, 30, 40, 50, 60, 18. You got 18 power, weapon power cells. So you can plug them into the fabricator if you want to make small vital parts if need be. So if you look at your ship status and see what's damaged and what needs to be fixed, shield stuff like shield parts, they're going to be very important for you to break atmosphere and fly around. Engine parts, especially. Your communication systems are just offline because due to power constraints. Let's see what else is damaged. Your hull's almost fully back. Your engines are at 25%, so they really need power.
Yeah, we should take a look at the fuel cells on this.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay, well, the ZPM was pulled, but you can find a few more Nakrita cells. Let's just...
How many more?
Let me just roll. You find three chunks of Nakrita fuel.
I've never seen a Krogan mechanic before.
Oh, it should help us a little bit.
Oh yeah, that could add quite a bit to your power supply.
Yeah.
If you roll good enough.
So, what about the engines themselves?
Give us a roll to inspect them. Both of you with tech can roll for that.
6. 13 plus 1, 14.
Okay, 14. Kamiko, you can't really make heads or tails. You keep going to the maneuvering thrusters, which are completely burnt out. The engines themselves, on the other hand, there is one chunk of engine that is still in perfect condition. The other one has been smashed under the ground and been torn apart by rocks.
Grab the good one. Grab the good one.
I concur.
As I understand
Yep. So you guys will have to roll to basically disconnect the one of the side engines.
The shaman gave you the customary upgrades, I assume. Pass up my
Both of you with tech will be able to do that.
Lord High Researcher.
Alright, 1d20 plus 2. Hey!
Okay, you managed to take out the entire engine. It is still in perfect condition. It is pristine. All the damage was done to the starboard side, so the one on the other side, on the port side, is still pristine. Because in fact, it's the only good engine that's actually still running.
Now, normally, I would do a celebratory dab, but I already know how Lavitz treats dabs in his campaigns, so...
Dab, do it.
He almost killed me last time before if I wasn't going to repent for the dab.
It's worth it, do it.
It's not worth it.
Do you really want to anger the gods again?
Yes, exactly. I'm not going to anger the gods of space.
Yeah, last time we did it, he lost a friggin' arm. Multiple times.
Yeah. Well, okay, look, the arm thing was just because of that one, was just because of the guy. So, look, alright, that wasn't my fault, mostly.
The gods of space are pussies if they don't accept the dab.
Personally, I didn't even know what the hell a dab was until bloody, he pointed it out.
What do you mean?
For corrupting my mind,
You didn't know what a dab was, Lavitz?
No, I'd heard people talk about it, but I had no idea what the hell it was. I don't really
Someone
follow
has
internet
obviously
trends.
lived a very sheltered life in Australia.
I don't really follow internet trends.
Enjoy your research.
You poor soul.
Okay, well, Sid, you have to tell me what you're rolling for, otherwise the rolls don't count.
Huh?
You have to tell me what you're rolling for, Sid, otherwise the roll doesn't count.
Wasn't really rolling for anything.
Okay, then.
Sidron rolled the dab.
That's alright.
No.
Session rolls
No.
the dab.
Oh, never.
Why
Never.
not?
Because dabs are dumb.
How dare you?
It's like owling and
you.
planking.
I can't
Oh,
believe you would
owling
say something
is
so
replanking is
controversial
stupid,
yet so
yeah.
brave.
I like that meme.
Which one?
That could say something so controversial yet so brave.
From the Eric Andre show.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Dude, I love the Andre show.
If they didn't hit every
Let me in. Let me in.
By the way, yeah, life support is now fully functional.
human. Rex told me to be polite.
About fucking time.
Say you were going to talk to
It was sitting at like 80 something %, but your suits were picking up the slack.
I'm looking for a
Now your suits don't have to pick up the slack.
Lavitz, the life support I made fully functional last time.
Yeah,
When we started.
yeah, it was sitting at with the hull damage, and it still wasn't running at proper efficiency. Your suits, it was just up to the point where your suits could take up the slack, so that it didn't really matter.
Chief told me to give you one of
Anyway, what do we want to do with this engine? That I've just used my god powers to suck out of the ship.
To suck it.
Well, you either have to take it apart and fix your other engines, or replace one of your engines with it. Because your engines are currently running at
I haven't seen it though.
25%.
If I got
Alright, which engine looks worse?
Let's see. Roll us to an observation to have a look.
13.
Okay, let me just flick back to that other map quickly. See which one's the most damaged. Your bottom engine. So what's that? Your right engine of the actual ship. What's that? That's port, isn't it? Yeah, starboard's left,
Yeah,
port's right. So your port.
No, starboard is right. Port is.
Either way.
Learn your ship language.
Well, either way, your right engine got damaged from the spanner that fucked up one of the crew members.
I'm still holding that.
The spanner, if you've got it on your character sheet, you're still holding it.
Oh, I was holding it when we woke him up.
Well, if you want to, you can put it on your character sheet, and then I'll assume that you're still holding it.
Okay.
Otherwise,
great.
I'm assuming that you placed it down on the ground.
Rex believes we need
in the ship.
I'm just gonna. I'm going to remove the captain of the Drake from my inventory. My one cap.
Okay.
So now I have 0 captains of the Drake.
Don't lose that.
You are bereft of captain.
No, it's just that I don't have him inside of my inventory anymore because I wasn't carrying.
Okay.
I put him in there because I was carrying him.
Okay.
It's like, no, I still want to be the captain.
Okay. Atmosphere 100%.
Look at me. I am captain.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. I am the captain.
Okay.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
What makes gold
so it would seem. That was such a good movie, and then all the other movies that came after sucked.
I have no idea what movie you're talking about.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yep.
Cultured swine.
Yeah.
Is there a movie you have seen?
Yeah. I've watched them. I've watched the first 3 anyway. I haven't watched any of the other ones.
Why would you watch anything past the first one?
Because it had one of my favorite comedians in it. All right.
Okay. I am so sorry that you had to endure that.
Oh, really?
It had the dude who played the Commodore in there, and he's one of my favorite actors.
The first 2 were good. The third one was not, and then it just went downhill from there.
The third one was just a CGI mess.
By the way, Kamiko, are you really sorry? Are you really sorry? Feel sorry?
Yes, I do feel sorry for Lavitz.
Tell me all about why you're sorry.
I also feel sorry that he wants to watch Pacific Rim Uprising.
Oh wow!
I didn't say I want to watch it. I just said I haven't watched it, but I probably will watch it.
Pacific Rim 1 is so good though.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem, Lavitz. You're watching all the shit movies.
Well, show me a good movie that's been made in, say, the last 10 years, and I'll watch that instead.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, the first one.
Pacific Rim, I think the first Pacific Rim's like freaking about 12.
Oh yeah,
12 years
I'm
ago.
actually going to see that on. I'm actually going to see that on
Dude,
Tuesday.
it's so fucking good. It's
Oh, Joker.
awesome.
I've heard literally no bad things about it.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I haven't heard any bad things about it from people who have consistently good takes.
Well, apparently
Pacific Rim was only made 6 years ago.
Yeah, Pacific Rim's good.
Well, apparently bro-fisting now is racist, so I don't know what to believe anymore.
I don't know. That just sounds like a bait meme.
You say that,
and look what happened to the OK symbol.
People exist.
That's also just a bait meme. Nobody actually thinks it's fucking white supremacy. It's just
there are people that believe it.
Yeah, those
Insane.
people are genuinely mentally brain dead.
Insane mental
Look,
people.
okay.
A dangerously
Look, okay,
insane man.
Well, yeah. All right. Anyway, I mean, from what I've heard, the only people who hated it are people like Movie Bob, who have consistently terrible takes.
Oh yeah,
on movies.
Mr. I wish that the Nazis didn't give eugenics a bad name, Movie Bob.
Yeah, eugenics Bob. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Movie Bob is like an online critic who's been on YouTube since like it began.
About 15 years.
And his quality of videos hasn't changed since that time.
Fast talking and still images.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
And like really shitty CGI, that kind of thing.
It's pretty gross.
So
there was one movie I did agree with him on. There was this movie, I can't remember the name of it, but basically it was like
Batman v Superman.
Can't remember, but either way, he said that this movie was the most hate-filled movie he's ever seen, and that was the only thing I ever agreed on. Basically, it's like this dude, he goes insane or something like that, and he starts seeing like manifestations of like advertising. And he got the power of it from slaughtering a cow and doing some ancient bloody magic fucking things where he kills a cow, burns it alive, and bloody bathes in its ashes, and then he starts making fun of his adopted kid because it's fat and bloody no, not his adopted kid, he's a strange kid who he doesn't want anything to do with because the kid's fat.
Oh,
And
I have never heard of this movie, but
it is a terrible. It's probably the worst movie I've ever seen, and I've seen The Last Jedi.
Oh,
okay, Last Jedi wasn't that bad.
It was that.
No.
Okay, let's not get into this.
No, let's
You're
not.
trying to fix
Let's
your
not
ship.
start. But yeah, point being, Movie Bob is like
the worst person in the world.
At the very least, he's like 300 pounds.
Jesus.
And he's the kind of person who thinks that he would be like the master race of
He thinks of
eugenics.
himself as the Ubermensch.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like literally,
he literally lives in a basement apartment.
He literally
filled with
states that
cans.
bloody that if he had the power of like the Infinity Gauntlet, he'd wipe out anybody who doesn't agree with him politically.
That is pretty cringe, bro.
He also
That is Movie Bob,
lives
pure
in a-
cringe.
If I may, he lives in a basement apartment with like fucking floor to ceiling stacks of empty Mountain Dew cans.
Ew.
Just think about. Just let that sink in.
I don't
That is
want
Movie
to.
Have you seen Jim Sterling do his bloody his amateur wrestling?
At least Jim Sterling lives above.
Yeah, but he's even in worse shape than freaking Movie Bob. He's got a body shape that looks literally like a church bell.
That's so mean but funny.
Well,
No, it is literally true.
If we can finish criticizing Lavitz's peers on you, let's get back to eating to stealing everything this ship could have to on Giving Tree.
Yep. Okay. There's a few other systems that you could work on. You could probably try and get their fabricator. You could probably try and pull some of their life support stuff. Their weapon systems, you can probably grab some of that. Their stasis pods if you want. The communication
Just
systems are
steal
stopped.
their crew.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 second.
Can we steal the stasis pods and then open them up and have the crew come out?
You can try.
Alright, well, you guys, I'm not going to be doing that. I've got to stick the engine, I've got to replace the engine with the other engine.
Okay. So you're going to swap the engine over completely?
Yes, I'm taking out the engine, and I failed to take out the engine.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, basically, this is removing the old engine. Basically, you just take to it with a sledgehammer and try and break it apart. So you've destroyed your poor engine, or your starboard engine. Sorry.
Would anyone like to help me remove this? Because I was not trying to fucking destroy it. Boy, Lavitt seems
if you and Ruby want to do a joint effort, I'll let you have advantage.
Ruby? Apparently, I broke apart our old engine because Lavitz doesn't like fun. So
you rolled a 5, dude.
Yeah, I know, but still, Lavitz. I am very obviously the superior player, so obviously I should win all of the roles.
Of course.
You know, that's how.
I guess
that's
it's
how
science or
D&D
something,
works.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
that's how.
I can take a look at the stasis pods if you want.
Sure. Roll us to check it. Okay, you go up to the stasis pods and you start cycling through. All of the pods are offline, and it looks like they've been offline for about 2 days.
Nothing can hurt.
Oh shoot!
Everybody has drowned within the pod.
Jesus.
Okay.
When the ZPM was
me.
pulled, the power system was cut.
Oh my god.
So
okay,
it stopped cycling.
That reminds me of what happened to Cherno Alpha and Pacific Rim, and now I feel bad.
Oh, wait, what happens? Wait, which one's Cherno Alpha?
The Russian one that looks like it's a fucking nuclear reactor on legs.
Oh yeah, wait, what happens to that guy? I forgot. They're finding a kaiju, and then what happens?
It gets acid melted through it because it's not fast enough to dodge it, and then it gets fucking drowned.
Doesn't it do something under the gas?
Yeah, like it puts up a good fight, but it gets drowned because it gets tag teamed.
Yeah, that's sad.
So the pilot, they show the pilots like screaming as water fills the cockpit and they're held underneath it.
I feel bad for the other pilots because they built the pilots up pretty good, and then they just got shit canned the moment they hopped in their mechs.
Yeah,
but I don't understand.
There was an in-lore reason for that, because when they did when the scientist guy did the fucking drift with the big kaiju brain. Yeah, he found out everything about the guys they're fighting. They found all the weaknesses too about them.
Oh yeah, it was a two-way link.
Thing is,
yeah, that's
I watched it when it came out, and then I haven't watched it since.
Ever-loving fuck out of them.
That was a really fucking good movie.
So yeah, so basically, the only reason that they didn't beat the Gypsy Danger one was because it was like an old one that they brought back. So
it wasn't in the files.
Yeah. Basically.
Either way, okay. So they've all drowned. Actually, some of them actually didn't drown though. With the 19, you notice that when the systems went off, some of them woke up but were trapped in their pods and they died in their pods.
Oh, fuck's sake.
But either way, all the crew underneath are dead. The stasis system itself can be booted up and run again if you supply power to it.
That's really helpful. That's really helpful. Anyway, can we replace the engines?
Yep, you two can work on it. You're gonna have to roll. Both of you roll together, and highest roll will win.
Alright, Ruby.
Hello.
Roll attack.
Yeet.
Appears they
Oh, I got a 7.
Okay, Ruby, you basically kick the crap out of the old engine and knock it off, but
Nice.
Kamiko manages to install the other one, but it is a little bit shonky.
Cure the genophage. One off gold will
Can I try and fix its alignment without breaking the thing?
Yep, you two can both roll again to try and calibrate it to fit with yours.
Alright, Ruby.
Please work. I got a 5.
Another
14 again.
Yep, you managed to do it despite Ruby's attempt of sabotage.
Shut up.
But the ship,
court-martial her?
it's not going to run at 100%. It's going to be running at a that engine won't run at 100%. It'll be running at about 68%.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a lot better than what we were doing.
50, yeah.
Yep. So that will bring
My
the
God.
main engines to
Fucking psychos.
69. Nah, I better not. That's too sexy. 68%. Alright, fine. We'll go to 69 just for fun. So from the engines, you can get 69% of thrust.
Sex number. So fucking
If you didn't want it to be sexy, you could have just done like 70.
I could have, but that's not sexy.
420.
So now your damaged engines will give you 69% of thrust.
Okay, can I take a look at the weapon
Will
system?
the thrust be downward?
Give us a roll to
It's
observe
the
the...
thrust downward.
No, it's upwards. Okay, Sid, you managed to
Fuck.
find quite a bit of munitions for your ship. Torpedoes, missiles, and an extra laser battery.
Ooh,
and an extra cannon. Like laser cannon. So a battery for the lasers and the actual cannon itself.
Battery for laser cannon and an actual like extra laser cannon.
You find 7 missiles. So what we'll do is I'll put that in there.
Alright, that should go to the ship inventory.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it on the ship status. Missiles, you now have 20... How many did I say you got? 7. That's right. Missiles... And I've misspelled missiles, but I think I've spelled it mislies. But, okay. Turret. X2. And you're going to have to roll to install the battery system. Like, so it'll be a self-contained battery that will go into the turret system. So you guys can install that.
Sexual harassment.
What?
Well, I rolled a 5, so I'm no help.
Yep, you can't figure out where to put this battery.
Alright, step aside. 9.
Okay.
What the fuck,
Look at that.
bro? What is up with
I am the master of fucking existence
You know
right
where
now.
you know where the panel is, but you can't figure out how to eject the old battery.
AIDS.
AIDS, help. Help us bang up for our shitty rolls.
AIDS. We got a bunch of
So
gays.
why is my dog barking so much? Cause Jesus Christ, it's 11 o'clock at night.
Well,
Is that late?
maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's 11 o'clock at night. The dog must.
I don't even know what you just said there. Kumiko.
The dog must do a heckin' bork because it's 11 o'clock at night.
She's doing a big fucking bork, and I don't like it.
Anyway, what else is there to salvage? We've gone through the communications, which are shot. We've done the engine.
Yep.
We did the stasis pod. That was fun.
Yep. You could probably salvage the stasis pod for parts that could be used for other parts in your ship.
Alright, you know what? Let's salvage the stasis pods. Alright, try and suck them.
Swear to God.
Okay. There we go. We got, 10.
Okay, you managed to get the dog tags of the people that were in the stasis pods, and you managed to get 5 miscellaneous parts.
How many skulls do I get?
Do you want to start taking skulls as opposed to dog tags?
No, definitely not. I'm just saying. That was intended to be a joke, but apparently you took it seriously, so...
I take everything seriously.
That's one of your many flaws. Anyway. Let's go and, heal... Or, what's the, Can we take their mechs?
Wait a second.
Using their dog tags.
You can try and summon their mechs from the ship.
Alright. Fucking 13 to summon mechs. Let's go.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Look at that.
200. So you've got 209 dog tags.
Oh my god.
That's including the dog tags that you took from the dead of your ship.
Alright, how many mechs do we suck?
Okay, you managed to find, let's see, 4 in working order and 8 damaged.
Okay. We can use those for spare parts.
Yep.
Can't spell success without suck. Frankly, I don't see you getting neither.
Spare mechs. 4.
Why the way you are.
Pardon?
Damn it. Sorry, just putting the stuff in, so keep rolling for...
God,
stuff.
dude.
Alright, who else wants to loot?
I'm just gonna do a general loot.
Yes, and see if I get anything. I can get anything. Oh, great, a 9.
A 5. Nope.
The rolls
What else
hate
is
you
there?
guys today, and they hate me too.
Yeah.
What about the cockpit?
Yep, you can go to the cockpit.
I'm gonna steal the cockpit shit.
Okay,
Thank
you
you.
managed to rip the captain's chair clean off its hinges and take it to your ship.
Yeah.
So you
Nice.
got the
Wait,
spare
what?
captain's seat.
That's not what... Oh, god damn it, lad.
Let me finish. And you managed to pull a bunch of hard drives and basic things to be able to repair aids.
Okay, that's better. I thought you were just going to steal the captain's chair and be like, yeah, this is a 19 worthy success.
Okay, so you got 3 spare parts for aids, a captain's chair, so put that in your inventory, or on the ship's inventory. Just put the spare chair.
Can I just carry around one spare chair?
Yeah, on your, basically think of it like a flat backpack.
Repurposed Krogan Hospital. Sturdy.
Alright.
Stand punishment.
You know a lot about Krogan medical facilities?
Do they have any medical
Good sign for
supplies,
regeneration
actually?
drops. Efficient dispersal.
We should raid the medical
I always
supplies.
hated hospitals.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah, that'd be a smart idea.
If we can deparalyze our new captain, that would be great.
Diverse. Enables
Yeah, that'd be very good.
modalities.
I bet he would give me a promotion.
Work better. Varen, maybe.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes.
He really wouldn't, but
Concept
you know what?
native to Jonka.
Look, okay.
Later in development stages.
A man can drink. A woman can drink.
He's a good captain who does everything by the book.
Then why am I not dead yet?
Can you tell about their experiments working in the body?
Because he didn't have a
Superman
gun.
doesn't realize
Deliberate mutation
how against the book you are.
modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands in the interphage.
Okay, I'll save
He
those
hasn't gotten-
changes. If you scroll down to the bottom of this, I've started putting in extra things like amount of missiles, your turrets, upgrades, stuff like that.
My God.
Well, before we do that,
More
Is that
Spear
supposed to
mech.
say spare mechs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can never spell spare right. I always seem to spell it spear.
To smaller stimuli.
A before
Have it.
E.
I thought it was
Except
I before
after
E.
C.
I know we
And then you have to put the R before the E.
Well, you guys can edit it if I remember correctly.
Biotic ability.
AIDS has spear parts as well.
Humans. Too
Oh
valuable.
my goodness.
Okay.
In case we need to revolt, I guess. In case we revolt, AIDS.
Okay, I've made it that
Spears.
everybody can edit it so you can fix my terrible, terrible, terrible
Love you,
spelling.
love you, so sorry.
Anyway, who wants to raid their medical supplies with me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep, if you go
Great.
there, I'll let you guys assist each other.
I rolled
two.
a
Won't
20.
need it.
So did I.
Now you've just wasted
We
it. but-
both got crits.
Okay,
Let's go.
I'll put in there.
But where the chief of chiefs?
Okay.
Okay, so apparently Ruby is not good at finding medical supplies.
You're like, I just
Even
found
though
this.
she's the medic.
It's just like Dijin's just like, I found this awesome state-of-the-art medical stabilization kit. Kamiko's like, I just found this really
I just
awesome.
found I just found the super gauze that instantly heals every wound.
And I'm just
I
like,
found a
got
stick.
rock.
I found a band-aid.
I found a band-aid and a bottle of water.
No, I found a used band-aid. And
Oh,
a half
No,
full bottle
Ruby
of
actually,
water.
Ruby finds rubbing alcohol, which she
oh.
then proceeds to drink.
Oh no!
Oh.
I didn't drink it. That's not real. Please don't
Is
tell
her
me.
Nah, it's
species
not.
capable? Is her species capable of drinking rubbing alcohol?
I don't know, but I don't want to know. I don't want to.
Roll to find out.
Either way, you
Roll
guys
to find
can
out.
fix my spelling in it now. I've allowed you all to be able to edit the ship status. Just don't
Thank God.
edit. You can fix my spelling, but try not to edit anything unless I say otherwise.
Yeah.
Medical supplies. Oh, supplies. Okay. I am.
I told you, my brain is not firing on all cylinders today, so my spelling is just making a mockery of everything that I stand for and look at and am.
Okay. Have we stayed long enough that AIDS has finished?
Yes,
Looking at my.
it's been about 5 hours while you're searching, and then the mucking around with the engines and stuff. That's going to take a few more hours. But what we'll do is we'll do all the salvage and stuff first, and then we'll do the story stuff after.
Well, everything's fixed spelling-wise, mostly.
Excellent. Now
Yes,
the
thank you.
places that you can still basically.
Hold on. That's a grammar problem. I'm sorry.
Active console
I can't.
may contain useful
Wow,
I'm
that's-
sorry.
genetic sequences. Hormone
Yep.
mutagens
No.
still steady.
That apostrophe is illegal.
Clone tissue.
What supply?
That
What on?
apostrophe
Standard
is
treatment
illegal.
avoiding scorched earth
What on?
immunosuppressants to
I've-
alter hormone levels.
Oh, there we go.
Good.
Yeah, you added mechs as if the mechs owned something, but they don't. They're ours.
Well, there's multiples.
Not developing.
They belong
No,
to
yeah,
us.
multiple is
Latitude.
no apostrophe.
Working within
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not good at spelling. I'm not good at grammar.
That isn't even
Right.
spelling. That's grammar.
Malignant.
Yeah, well,
I did
spelling
say that I'm
grade
terrible at
three
grammar
English.
as well. You should have seen when I was writing a freaking when I was writing my comic. It was literally like run-on sentences when I was trying to write it up, like the novelization of it.
I can't believe people exist who are Australian and can't spell that good.
Well, sometimes when I write a word correctly, I write it completely backwards. That's how bad my dyslexia is. Like, I'll literally write stuff completely backwards but correct, and then when I go to correct it, like the correct way, like write it the correct way, I'll spell it wrong.
Please travel here so I can slap you with a dictionary.
No, if you come over here,
Wake up with ideas.
you know, do the long trip over here. I think it's like an 18, 19-hour flight for you. Get on the, multiple flights. Then get on a car, drive 3 hours. Then you've earned the right to be able to slap me.
Biggest problem, massive.
No,
With
it's
a
not just hang
dictionary?
out.
Got anything we wanted?
Yep, with the biggest dictionary you can find. It'll probably break one of my brittle bones, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take.
We all take a trip and hang out, and
Tuchanka not due to genophage.
Yeah.
Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Solarians made.
Oh dear.
Krogan choices.
Ruby, how do you like your steak?
Krogan rebellions. Expand.
medium rare.
Genophage.
Ugh.
Genophage.
Okay, you're a good person.
You're a terrible
Oh, dude,
person.
I like a low blood. I like a low blood.
Not Solarians. Not
Has a flavor to it. Because I mean, it doesn't feel like you're eating animal flesh if you don't get that little bit of pink.
Lavis, don't
gotta-
tell me you like well done.
I like it well done. I like it cooked all the way
What
through.
the? What is wrong with you?
So basically,
I
like
cook-
you
No, I cook it I cook my steak and stuff very slowly, so it's cooked evenly all the way through, but still remains tender.
experimentation. No respect.
So basically, in a sense, the way I cook it is very similar to braising.
so basically,
Ruby, I have a question.
No,
for
no,
you.
there's
Are you
never a
going
burnt
to-
bit on my meat. There's never a burnt bit.
Have you watched King of the Hill?
some of it, yeah.
Okay, great. Hopefully you understand this reference that I'm about to drop. Yep. Firm, but with a little give. These are medium rare. What if one of our guests wants them well done? Then we'll ask them firmly, but politely, to leave.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that. Where it's like they're just grilling.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's
Me,
Yeah.
if it's still
You
got
do-
blood in it, it's still mooing.
You didn't do body right. What if they want a medium rare?
Gene therapy.
look alright.
Aiming for benign.
I don't sound like an 18-year-old chain smoker.
I'm just saying, I will eat something raw before I eat it medium rare.
Short-sighted.
What?
Alright, I dare you to eat a raw
Those two
snake.
extremes.
Eat a rare snake. Eat a raw snake, Flavitz.
I haven't eaten raw snake, but I have eaten
Not
snake.
easy. Sometimes wish I wasn't.
Why?
Really? How was it?
Choice would have fallen on someone else.
Not
my problem.
Not great.
Wish.
I heard it's tough.
Others might have
Yeah, it was
Chewy.
Well,
very
it's tough to
salty.
kill.
Very salty.
ready to
It's tough to kill around those parts. So
This
yeah.
one was basically boiled.
Y'all have like
Oh,
cheese, have like
no one
mega
wants.
snakes.
Don't boil your meat. That's awful.
Ugh, yeah.
Well, you find
you
a better
seen
way to
those-
get a snake out of a friggin' trap.
Flavitz, you shoot them. In
Not when they're in a cage trap that's all sealed. Basically, there's
Get
no
the
way I'll
heck-
put my hand in there to get it out. So you just drop it in boiling water.
Get some
Love it.
skizzard.
Here's a better option. You suffocate it.
Oh, that's true.
Just
I
They
could
need
have
to
drowned
breathe.
it, but that takes a long time. Drowning a snake takes a long time.
No, not
well,
drowning.
yeah, they can swim.
Yeah, and they can be underwater for a long fucking time. So, you know, it's not like drowning a cow. That doesn't take very long. But drowning a snake takes a
Drowning
long
a
time.
what?
You have experience now. Are you Chinese?
Experience drowning a what?
A
A
cat.
cat.
What the fuck? Why do you have experience doing that?
Let's just not talk about that.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to, or else I'm probably gonna get angry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get
He was
very
preparing
angry.
a traditional Chinese dish,
I hate you.
and
No, that's dog. God.
no, they eat those.
It's
too.
cat too.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, I know
Actually,
Guangxi's
eating a dog can actually... If you eat certain parts of a dog, it can kill you.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be killed if you eat a dog.
If you eat... I think it's liver. If you eat a dog's liver, I think it is, it's got such a high content of vitamin A that it can literally kill you.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick
Anyway.
to beef.
What else is there to take a look at?
You've got the fabricator.
I have to stay.
You've got the back munitions.
They're gonna make it all
All right, I'm gonna take a gander at the fabricator and see if I can't rip something out of it.
You've also got their cargo holds, their personal artifacts of like the bedrooms, and the you've done the weapon systems, didn't you, Sid?
Yeah, that was Sidron.
That was your 19.
not good enough.
You've got the I think you've done the life support.
This is all I can do. I'm not big enough, guys.
I'll
never.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Fabricator.
If I help, then
airlocks, common area, bedrooms, and cargo hold. That's what you've got left.
No, they said I was helping bird dogs.
I'll take a look at the cargo hold.
Alrighty. Another 4 by Sid.
I can do it.
Oh, even fucking worse.
What happens? Oh god.
You find nothing in the cargo hold. But you do slip and break your mech a little bit.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
break it at the knee joint, so you'll have to use one of the power gems. Not story notes.
Can I try and repair it?
No.
Start playing Bob the Builder. Oh.
Bob the Builder.
Anyway, what else is there to take a look at? I've found the fabricator, and I got 14.
You got 14. Yep. The fabricator is damaged, but you can probably take parts from it to repair broken and misaligned parts in your fabricator.
Get ready to fight.
Think of them kind of like a 3D printer.
Great, let's do that.
I just killed the goddamn mosquitoes from wandering around my goddamn room. Hell yeah.
Good on you.
God bless. Thank you.
Alright.
You still have mosquitoes? Ours died
I have one.
ago.
I had one. One just buzzing around me.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, the skater season starting around these parts.
No, it's ending, dude. It's getting cold.
Oh, it's getting summer here.
It is negative 13.
Oh,
yeah, they should all be dead by now.
Anyway, so can I take the fabricator parts and just...
Yep, yeah, I'll allow that with the 14. You've just taken the parts and you can just install that later on. Actually, roll me a d20 plus tech to basically fix it. Yeah, you managed to fix a few little things. Not a lot, but you managed to make the fabricator run a little bit better.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay.
What else? What else do we have?
What
else do we got? Let's loot their personal belongings. They're dead, apparently.
They don't need that. Apparently, he says. Jesus.
Okay.
I don't want them coming back.
I'm really good at. I'm really good at stealing people's shit. Apparently.
Damn it.
That's all right then.
Low power. Okay. I've misspelled slightly, but you guys can fix that up.
Okay.
There we go.
I rolled to find things inside the crew quarters. What do I find?
Okay, you find multiple credit chips, which gives you 20,000 space credits.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Basically, when you go in there, you grab the cheddar crits and you manage to hack them while you're doing it. So you manage to transfer that all to, I'm guessing, to all of yous, or just to you. It doesn't matter.
I don't know how to evenly split that up among 3 people, so I'm just gonna keep
20,000.
Yes.
So just put what was that?
20,000 divided by 3?
Yep, that's like 6,000. Just put put 7,000 credits each.
666.
Yeah, just put 7,000 each.
Oh, okay, so 7,000 then. Good job.
I'll just
cool.
it up.
Awesome.
Yay.
Excellent.
You've managed to find a few 2 illegal weapon mods.
Oh.
Which you can get. Which, if you guys want to roll off and select a weapon, whoever wins the highest on these rolls will get to choose a weapon mod to install on their weapon
15.
or onto the mech.
I'm not getting anything.
What the heck, bro?
Okay, so Ruby and Kamiko, you both get an illegal weapon mod.
Yay.
Okay. What do the weapon mods do?
We will discuss that afterwards.
Okay. What else is there?
Okay.
Or is that all?
You find some frilly underwear.
Hot.
I don't want that. You guys can have that.
Gimme.
Alrighty.
What?
It's useless to me.
I like it.
And some personal illegal personal pleasure items.
Oh, what's that mean?
I thought you were gonna say like a bobblehead.
I mean, I'll take it.
No.
Is there a bobblehead? Yeah,
Wait, what does it mean by pleasure item?
Yeah, do you mean like I get a bobblehead? Or do you mean like...
If you take pleasure in it, yes.
Is it a bong or a dildo? That's what I'm wondering.
Probably closer to a dildo.
Can I have a bobblehead, please?
Okay.
I want to put it on my chin.
Yeah, so each of you can get basically what would be illegal on a normal ship. A personal item that would be illegal. You can put one of that into your... Like, each of you can put that into your personal items.
Okay.
Okay.
So whatever it is, you don't have to tell me what it is, but either way, put on there pleasure contraband or contraband pleasure items.
Okay. What's the status of a spinal cord?
Evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions.
The status of a spinal cord?
Yes.
Well, it
Is
would
it
be.
illegal?
It would be a spinal cord.
He wasn't kidnapped. He came
Yes, but would it be illegal to own one?
Impossible.
Probably about as legal as owning someone else's head.
Well, technically, alright, he was dead when we got him, so...
Torture and execution, you're doing? Already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doc.
Look, I'm just expediting the process.
Things right, I can deal with that.
Anyway.
Sure you are, you sick fuck.
Let me... Hold on, I'm gonna see...
Here we are having a perfectly natural conversation about illegal dildos, and you want to bring up spinal cords.
Okay, let's see. What is...
Good rap.
Ooh... What would be...
Either way, you don't have to tell me what it is, just put it in your personal character sheet that you've found an illegal pleasure item.
And then what exactly what it is.
Okay, let's see.
Parentheses.
Now, let me take a look. What is... Okay.
And you find one BDSM outfit.
Hell
Alright. Yeah, I don't want it.
I'll take it.
Fine, you get I get the frilly underwear, you get the outfit.
Okay.
Alright, let's take a look.
Impossible to be certain.
Let's take a look.
And one more thing. Let me just roll to see what that will be.
But the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility.
Ah, fuck. Press GM by accident. Okay. Let's see.
That's not a very high roll.
No, I'm actually going off the first roll that I did, not the two. Basically, it's a legal communication device, normally used to link with people of non-upstanding nature.
I want it.
Basically, it's a black market communique.
I would need that.
No choice.
I'm taking that one. That's fine.
You're quite... Actually, you're quite... Everybody roll me an insight. Standard D20.
Not a murderer.
Oh, by the way, Sid, have you been adding your focus thing to your rolls?
My what?
Your observation, because these are all observation rolls.
Oh, okay.
So you can use your observation while they're using tech.
Okay, well that's 21 for me then.
Alright.
Could start from scratch. Decades of work.
I got a
Yep,
3.
you're quite surprised seeing how the captain was extreme about protocol and being very serious about everything, that there's a lot of illegal items on the ship.
Covering tracks. No proof.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to ask him about that.
Other Krogan locations.
Please don't.
Why?
Aren't you worried?
I don't want to take my bottle of Harilka.
Locking could decades.
Wow, what a lame-o. You took alcohol.
You everything I knew.
Yes.
Professor.
Does that
Yes, I did.
really?
So you
does
play
that
by the book,
really-
but can you explain this shelf of dildos?
Yeah, can you explain this horse dildo that I found, huh, Captain?
The genophage needed
And I'm using right now. Checkmate.
like this.
Yes, Captain's going to use it on you.
No kidnapping.
Checkmate libtard.
Checkmate libtard. Can you compete with that horse dildo?
Should have killed him.
What is wrong with me?
And he's
From
just like, yes.
baddragon.com.
Experiments indicate
Hell
He
yeah.
just goes, yes.
Hell
And he just
yeah.
like, drops
Of
his
course.
pants and he's like, yes.
Hell yeah.
mine.
Right.
Alrighty, so that's what you found in the personal artifacts of the 5 standing members.
Maybe you were
Not standing members, you know,
discussing the ethics.
skeleton crew, I should say.
Yes.
3 of them being perverts?
Stress responses.
Or 2 of them being
Truly
perverts?
predict.
No, they're probably all perverts, because they found the underwear, the BDSM outfit, and the 3 contraband items.
Purity.
Yep.
Still
And the illegal weapon
Hey.
mods.
Oh yeah. Well, those doesn't make them perverts. That just makes them hooligans.
modified genophage. Should
Wait.
destroy this. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
I made up a drink. I got some like sugar-free lemonade and added some cordial to it, but the cordial was weak, so now it tastes like if I put a Barocca in there.
Capturing date. Wiping. Local copy.
Alright, so I think
Cool.
that's...
Still years away from
Is that all the ship to search? Or
No, you've still got.
ready to go.
Let's see. You did the fabricator. You did the
More sunny.
I'd like to look around a bit.
life support. You did the cargo hold. You've did the rooms. You've done the pilot area. You've done the weapons. You've done the turret. You haven't searched the bathrooms yet. And then there's the back munitions and the what are they called? The airlocks. You can search them for parts as well. And the
I checked
commons
the
area.
cargo holds for any kind of secret compartments or anything.
Yep, you can search the cargo holds for.
11.
No, you don't find any secret compartments off the bat, but you do find something hidden in a tire.
What is it?
Oh.
It is. Let me just roll for that. Oh, it is very good. It is contraband of the highest degree.
Why?
Sheesh.
It's mine.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Sex.
There's 2 types in there. There's basically a set of depressants, so basically high space weed,
Right there.
and
Nice.
On my way.
then there is 5 pieces of battle stims.
What are those?
Okay, you guys can have the space weed. I'm taking the battle stems.
I want the space weed.
Neutralized all hostile.
Alrighty.
You can take it. I'm taking the stems.
Yeah.
The space weed, if you take it, it will basically help if you have like a mental breakdown or something along that lines.
I'll hold on to it and, you know, back
so
and distribute it, right?
It'll basically aid in sanity. So if you get something bad happen to you, you can probably use that to mitigate, like, what's it called? Like, basically Vietnam
Psychosis.
flashbacks. Yeah. Like, it will help if you get like flashbacks or mental problems. The battle stims will boost your effectiveness in battle when taking them, but there are problems with it.
What is a battle sim anyway?
A battle stim is like an injection that you inject into yourself that basically boosts your awareness and your reaction times.
Oh, so kind of like oh man, I was gonna say like a Fallout cam, but
Yeah, it's kind of like
Can't think of
it's
which
kind of
one.
like Psycho. From
oh
Fallout.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Psycho. Oh my gosh! Speaking of which, I don't mean to go too far off the path, but I was playing Fallout 1. Man, that is so much different than like
I know.
3 or 4.
is so good. But the thing is, you can't hit anything unless you really dump shitloads of stuff into your weapons stuff. Otherwise, you don't hit anything because that literally rolls on a D100. So if you've got like 20 or 30 points in gun, say pistol, and you've only got 30, if you've got 30 points in pistol, it rolls a D100, and if you roll 30 or below, you'll hit. Anything above that is a miss. So it runs on kind of like 40k rolls.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's cool. I really like it. It reminds me of D&D, especially with like the tiles and the like the rolling system and like actions.
There's only one thing I don't like about it for that one is that fucking timer.
Yeah.
Timer.
The timer that counts down every day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And if you don't do it, your hive dies and you get a game over.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Alrighty, so you've searched the second cargo hold. Now you've got the airlocks, the back munitions, the toilets, and
I'm gonna check the toilets. They probably got a lot of shit. Okay.
And the commons thing. Actually, I'll bring you guys back to the main ship map.
Lavitz, what is inside the toilets? What have they hidden?
Chilling in the toilet.
Okay. Fucking hell, what is with you with rolling fucking 20s on searching freaking areas like this?
20.
Let's see.
Tell me what I found in the toilets.
Luckily, you did not find any shit.
Oh, that's good.
You found
I never had to take a shit. How lucky.
You found like straight razors, beauty products.
Oh, I can make flamethrowers out of those.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. What else we get?
What do you mean? You can make flamethrowers out of like makeup and mascara, you weirdo.
Yeah, but you can't out of hairspray.
Like, yeah.
Who you say? I guess yeah.
Not a problem.
And you find 2 bottles of prescription medication.
Nice. Uppers or downers?
We can just add that to our massive list of stuff in the medical
you also
supplies,
find
I
some
guess.
nitroglycerine tablets.
Oh. How many do I find?
1 bottle. It contains 100 pills.
Nice.
Yes. From the 20, you realise that someone on the ship suffered from a quite severe heart condition.
Oh no.
Well, someone's about to suffer from a lot more than just that.
Being fucking exploded.
So yeah, add that into your inventory.
Maybe.
Who wants the beauty products?
Me. I'll take them. I'll apply them to my mask. It'll be a beautiful.
Just like draw a smiley face with lipstick.
Draw like
I was about to say that.
crappy lips. Draw like little like lashes and like I'm a pretty lady.
You also find a high society dress.
I really want
I don't want it.
Yep. Think the dress from that Jessica Rabbit wears in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh hell yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Can we try and find some good clothes?
Yeah, actually I should have
just found some good clothes.
No,
Yep.
like
Actually, I'll allow you to all choose one outfit that you can wear under your suit, basically, or over your suit if you like. Whatever you prefer, whether it be a suit, a ball gown, whatever you want. But high quality or high society clothing.
Oh, a nice coat.
Yep. Hell, if you want like a leather jacket or something, whatever it is, just choose that because that's going off the 20 from the personal items.
Yeah, I'll take a nice coat.
What about officer's uniform?
Yep, you can choose an officer's uniform if you'd like. Though you might get in trouble for wearing a uniform that's not on your station.
Friendly fire, Shepard.
Look, okay. Can we make it a communist officer's uniform?
Oh my goodness.
Sure, you can wear a uniform of your oppressors.
Excellent. I will blend right in.
Sure you will.
Look, okay. I haven't done anything more inhumane than they have at this point.
That's true.
So far.
I just realised that if you actually zoom in on this spot here,
right there.
it looks like a smiley face.
Where?
I'm just tagging it on the map. If I've brought you all to the right map. Yeah. Just here. It looks like a smiley face with a tube stuck in its mouth. And this looks like a dick.
What?
Yeah, okay,
Smiley face with a tube in its mouth. I don't really see the smiley face. Okay, but
you see the dick there? It's
I
here.
see the dick, but not the smiley face.
It looks like an emoji with like a pipe in its mouth.
Just there.
Like I was talking about right there?
Yeah.
Right there?
Anyway.
Yep.
So now the question is, what else? Oh, the commons room. Sorry, I was going to search the commons room.
You got the commons room here, and then you got the airlocks top and bottom, and then basically your search will be.
Okay, I'm searching the commons room.
Jesus Christ, in a fucking handbasket. Okay, you find a Mrs. Monopoly board game.
What?
Yay. Okay, I'm going to give that to Citron. You get that.
Okay.
Game.
Mrs. Monopoly, did you say?
Yep.
Yes, it's a real thing. Go look it up.
You get some steel platinum playing cards. Which are actually
oh my god, this is
quite
adorable.
Alright.
What else do you find? Freaking 19, you lucky bastards. You find a gaming console.
Oh no way!
Like
Fortnite?
It's marked
like gambling?
It says the PlayStation Xbox 10,000.
Oh my god! So it does have Fortnite. It is Fortnite. We're up to our 10,000th season.
Yep. Now it says when you go to plug it in, it says due to the acts of a certain ninja, Fortnite was banned.
Damn it!
Thank God.
Wait, no.
Thank God.
Wait, what?
Ninja
Ninja's not the only
banned.
Fortnite player. Yep. How dare you? Ninja's on Mixer now. Nobody gives a shit about Ninja anymore. He's irrelevant.
Yeah, I know. That's part of the joke.
Yeah.
I never even heard of him until bloody people started losing their fucking shit over the fact that he doesn't play with chicks.
Lavitz, does the PlayStation Xbox 10,000 have Doom 2016 remastered?
Does it have Minecraft on it?
Yes, Minecraft. It actually does. Yep, it basically has any game you want on it.
What about Overwatch?
Alright. No.
They actually finally made it backwards compatible. So it actually will run other previous PlayStation Xbox games.
Dude, nice.
Because we're harking back to a PlayStation 2. Backwards compatibility actually works.
Star Wars Battlefront.
You mean we can finally play Black Panther?
Yeah.
No, Star Wars Battlefront, the original.
I've got both of them on Steam. They're great.
Dude, yes, I know. I have them on PS2 right here.
I've got them on Steam, and I've got number 2, I think, on PlayStation. I think.
I have both on Steam and in disc.
And
they're fun.
They are.
What was the last thing we didn't check? Oh, the airlocks, right?
The airlocks. Yes.
Alright, who wants to roll for the airlocks?
And then finally, I'll let you do just miscellaneous stuff, like trying to pull out wiring and stuff like that.
Okay, who wants to go over
Actually, copper wiring would be a good thing to pull out.
Yep.
silver, gold?
Well, I rolled a 7.
Okay, that's the southern
I rolled a
airlock,
10.
nothing. Then you got the northern airlock.
I rolled a 10, so...
Yep, you find a few latches and some pieces of hydraulics. So basically,
Nice.
we'll put that down to... Let me just edit that. Where is it? Atmosphere, engines. I'll just put, spare parts. 7. Oh, no, don't do that.
Ruby, you want to roll?
Hello. No, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, to search the airlocks.
He.
That's what you were searching just then, wasn't it, Kamiko?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So both airlocks have been searched.
Oh, alright. Oh,
So now you just need to do miscellaneous search, and also there's the back munitions.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check the munitions.
Yep.
I'll just do a miscellaneous.
Okay. Back munitions. Where is it? Where the hell is it now? Missiles. Bombs. And your standard ship carries 8, and you managed to find an extra 2, so you've got 10 bombs. Now these bombs are basically like did you ever see, you know, in what was it, Star Wars Episode 2 or was it Episode 3, when Boba Fett drops those bombs behind his ship?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was in episode 2.
Yep. You basically you've got them.
No.
You got 10 of them.
3. Oh. 2 was Jango Fett.
Yep. Bombs.
We could fuck up a fleet with these.
And
I am.
Anti-pursuit bombs.
Can I roll to restrain myself from getting overly excited by
Getting overly aroused.
Now, if
14.
anybody can spell check pursuit, because I've spelled it wrong, I know
P-U-R-S-U-I-T.
just correct it yourself.
Alright. So how does my composure check succeed do?
You managed to not cream your mech, luckily.
Oh, yeah.
But you do feel like you want to do an extra flush of your suit. But you do have the state of mind to not hump the bomb till it explodes.
When we get back, oh man. Anyway, so what's our overall check? Our overall check gonna be like? Do we just roll?
Yep. Plus
I got a 9.
Yep. Whatever your strongest
I got
category
16.
is. Okay, you got 16 and Ruby.
I think I already rolled. Can I roll again?
Yeah, you can roll again because I hadn't said it yet.
Shutting down. Unacceptable experiment.
Okay, Sid and Ruby, you managed to pull out a bunch of wiring.
Okay.
And a few other like resistors, stuff like that. Where is that? That would be
Get out.
spare parts. So spare parts goes to 11. And Kamiko, you managed to find.
Apologies, Captain. Misunderstood.
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you an extra power, an arming detonator.
Yes.
As well as some extra parts. And I'm going to bring that to 17. So you've got 17 spare, so what you found in here, so, over the time. Oh, did anybody search for drones?
I have not, no.
I'll let you all search for drones.
Okay.
6. I did not do well on that roll.
Oh, what am I so bad with the rolls?
You find none, and Sid.
We need a roll.
Observation, search for drones. Okay, yep.
14.
You managed to find 2 drones.
Cool.
In working condition.
Awesome.
One is a defense drone, and the other one is a repair drone that can be. Yep, there we go.
Great.
So I'll just
Glad to see it.
give you the sheet. So now you can take all this stuff back to your ship and start working on your repairs.
Excellent. And once we
And
get
wait a
back,
second,
the first,
suits online. Oh, yep, suits online. Yep.
once we get back, the first thing I'm going to do is change into the uniform. But the second thing I'm going to do is see if we can't use some of the extensive amount of medical supplies we've gotten to make sure to deparalyze our captain.
Alrighty. Roll us a medical.
Oh, okay, here we go. 8.
You fail to heal the captain.
Oh, no.
Alright, who else wants?
I can definitely try.
Alrighty.
How do you feel about
Hey,
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Is medical a tech roll? I know
Yes,
that sounds
tech
good.
roll.
So
Oh,
plus
in that
1
case, I got a
on that one.
In that case, I got a 10.
Okay, with you guys' help, his legs twitch. Well, his arms twitch
You
actually.
place so much importance on martial strength. How'd you become
Sid, do you want to try a medical roll?
I guess.
Cue the one. Okay, nice. Okay.
Oh,
Congratulations, he is no longer paralyzed.
Wake up and smell the
I'm the
ashes, Mr. Freeman.
sniper. I'm supposed to be the killer, not the reviver.
Wake
Okay.
up and smell the ashes, Mr. Freeman.
He probably won't be able to walk very well, so he'll probably have to spend a while in a wheelchair or something along that lines, or in a personal mech. But he will recover over time, and he will be able to walk again.
Still survive.
We can put him in a personal
Impressive
mech.
to see life
Yep.
adapt. Continue
You could probably
despite
fabricate
Anyway.
one with a decent amount of power. You could fabricate
Anyway, now that
basically
that's been-
mechanical legs to help him walk around. Well,
Anyway, now that that's been done, let's get the report from AIDS on the
your research?
head.
okay. Now let's just see how well age rolled. 11. Okay. Okay. Who's
Who
headbutting
is
a keyboard?
destroying a chair?
No one.
Not me.
I know you just rolled a really good roll, but you can't do
You've got a quad here. Thanks for saving me.
Okay.
Saves me having to
Save it for later.
Okay. Yeah, he says that this skull was initially humanoid.
We play hide and seek.
He can't really tell what it initially was because its genetics has mutated to such a degree that it is a species or a mutation undocumented
If we didn't
and unseen within his database. Granted, his database is quite lacking at the moment, but for the most part he does not know what the hell this thing is or where it's from. But it does have the pinpricks on the back of the neck initially.
Next you'll
Yeah.
But these seem to be different. There's actually 4 pinpricks
go along well
rather than 2.
critics. Tell him he is now urged.
Can he be fleshed?
He is welcome.
No,
No, he
he's not
basically
scanned.
he scanned it all the way through. Even the skull, like the skeleton, of, not the skeleton, the skull is actually mutated along with it. But you can tell that it has been mutated because there's actually breaks and tears and pulls of the bone itself.
Okay. Can he can he skin it and remove all the brains and all that?
He doesn't need to. He's managed to scan the entire thing in and out.
No, I mean
Knows
skin
every
it.
bit of it.
I mean skin, like remove the skin from the brains and everything.
Well, he doesn't need to.
From
You
the
can see
skull.
he can do that if you'd like, but doesn't need to. He's got all the information that he needs.
No,
Like
no,
that,
Lavitz.
possible.
I mean, I want him to clean the skull.
Oh,
so
you
I
wanted
can
to
use
predator it,
as-
basically.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sure. He actually says no. That's against protocol. You'll have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Time to use my razor blades. Is that a tech?
Put down some
I'll allow a tech.
13.
Yep, you managed to get it. You throw all the non-essential parts into the engine and burn it away. There's still a little bit of meat on there, so it might stink a little bit in your room, but for the most part, you did a decent job.
My room. Can I do a second clean, or just?
No, one clean only.
All right.
Because this is literally like you're sitting down at like a desk and doing like Warhammer miniatures in a sense, and you're there cutting.
Anyone else want to? All right. So let's see. How many fuel cells did we find?
I think. Did you write it down?
No, but I could have sworn it was at least 2.
I think you found 3.
Okay, let's go with that. So apparently we've got 1 in the thing on ship already, so that's 4.
No, you put that one on there. You already put that one in.
Okay.
That's what brought it from 22 to 36.
Okay, so then we're on 3. So let's do that now. Let's just stick them all in.
Alrighty.
And I will be doing that in my next, so that if anything goes wrong, it doesn't smell bad.
Using one of them to create a walking apparatus for the captain might help as well.
Yes.
So you've got a choice whether you want to put that into your power system or if you want to create the...
We're putting 2 in the power system, 1 for the captain.
Because you can, for the captain's one, you can use other stuff, but this will be you'll get a bonus if you use a more powerful power cell.
Okay, well, anyway, 5 for the first one.
Yep, okay, that is bugger all. You managed to bring it to 39.
Alright, let's do that. Second is 6.
39. Okay, that's to 43.
And we'll just... fuck it, we'll do the last one as well. 4. Wow.
Okay.
I'm dying.
48.
What?
There we go.
What?
What, you're alright there? You're right there?
You're not allowed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forbid it.
Didn't you hear the rules when I laid them out? Dying will lead to death.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Well, there is proof that...
I mean, like, if you die on me, I will kill you.
Yeah, there is a scientific fact that living can kill you, though. Like, I found out... I did a lot of research, and I found out that the majority of death happens to those that are alive.
I swear to fucking God, Lavis.
Anyway.
It's too late for this bullshit.
Anyway, let's use... How many pistol power cells would we need to make them the wheelchair?
Let's see. Probably 10. You need 10 power cells from weapon power cells, I should say.
Whew. Okay.
I mean, I have 18.
You have 18. Okay. Let's do that. Just. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just toss you 10. I'm keeping 8 of them.
Alright, what's the roll for this?
There isn't a roll. If you put that into the fabricator, I'll roll for its quality, but it will be a success.
Okay. Oh, I'm putting them in the fabricator.
Alrighty. And not bad, not bad. I was hoping for something better, but
you get what you can get.
Yep, I'll give it to him.
You managed to, instead of making a vertical one, you've made a horizontal walking apparatus for him.
Oh.
What?
But it encases him basically like an iron lung.
Betrayed me. Betrayed.
Oh.
Disgusted by his actions.
And I'll just bring on the image of it.
Okay. Okay.
Lacked backbone.
Find
something new. Better gold.
How's he?
Fewer torture tests.
Okay.
Let me just bring.
Now the question is, how does he react to the fact that I'm wearing a uniform that is very clearly
need to focus on collecting. Not important now, regardless.
the uniform for someone who is not
Should
me?
get back to work.
He says
enough time already. Lots to do.
He's like, you are not qualified to wear that.
It's a communist uniform, sir.
Exactly. This is not a communist ship. This is a Federation ship.
With all due respect, sir.
Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess.
I got a lot of people
Best way to learn about the military. I'm glad.
that this uniform is.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
I'm wearing it for.
Noted. Wear it in your off time.
Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
You cut me deep, sir.
He's like, and this spider leg will cut you even deeper. And I'll just move him
Can
to
I
the.
press X to doubt?
You can press X to doubt. Well, you can try and convince him, but you know.
Alright. Fucking roll to convince him that.
And kill another fucking 20, you lucky bastard. Fucking called it! Fucking. Alright, fine. He's like, fine, you can wear it.
What is that?
In fact, he's. No.
Shit, just hack.
He's like, fine, you can wear it, but I keep the hat.
No.
No,
Just
please.
Just like. Can you imagine if you took natural 20s to just like their most extreme? So it's just like I try to convince him that I'm worthy of the uniform, but I got a 20, so I just convince him that I'm actually the most qualified person in the universe.
Alright,
rank.
very well. He allows you to wear it, he allows you to keep the hat, but you have to display the correct stripes.
Fine, fair enough. I'm good with that. I'm 100% good with that.
Alrighty. So he uses his new spider legs to go to the captain's chair.
He's like Dr. Octopus.
Pretty much.
Can you imagine Captain Picard as Dr. Octopus?
That would be awesome, and I'd watch the shit out of it.
No, like instead of whoever played Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, it's
I intercepted a distress call.
whoever plays Picard.
What's his name, sir?
Yeah, the guy who played poop emoji in the Emoji Movie.
Patrick Stewart.
Get some hard data.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
I was gonna say Bullock, but that's just one of his characters.
I like that I remember that he played the poop emoji over, you know,
his actual
just
name.
the fact that, yeah.
That's pretty cringe, bro.
Okay, there we go. I think I've fixed his name as well.
Do you agree that Kimiko is indeed a big cringe?
No, I did not. I have no idea what...
Abe agrees. I agree that Kimiko is big cringe.
Oh, yeah,
I will concur.
Yeah, it is stated fact. Now, let's start repairing your ship.
Simmer down right now, young lady. Simmer down. Simmer
That
down.
reminds me, I've got to take off his little indicator saying that his brain... Actually, I know, I'll keep the brain broken thing. No, I'll put that there. So he's got a new mark on him. Partially paralyzed.
Oh, that image is just like my back.
Yeah.
It's like the ow my back.
I know that feeling. Okay, now who wants to try and repair the turret by putting a freaking new battery into it?
Me.
Okay.
18.
Yep, you finally figure out how to insert the battery in that, so your turret is now online.
Seem to be offline. They could be making repairs.
And it's got two blasters on it instead of one now.
This slip by.
You're welcome. There you go. We just
sending a recon team in.
They will.
see. Look at this. I'm already.
Fight now.
Look at that. I'm already outperforming most officers wearing this uniform.
Learn the truth.
I knew I shouldn't have let you wear that freaking uniform.
Sure this information's good?
My weapon, Shepard.
It makes me have a bonus 1 style point.
Oh my god.
Okay, now you have enough power to actually...
Establish an uplink with Edie.
You can actually start distributing your power to where you'd like it once you've done your repairs.
Good luck, Shepard.
So installing the. Oh no, you've installed the main thrusters.
Can I install the spare chair?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Okay, roll us a d20.
Plus deck is 10.
Okay, you decide to install it in the captain's iron lung.
What?
Yeah, he convinces you that he really liked that chair. So you're like, ah, fuck it, I'll put it in your iron lung so you can always sit in it.
Oh, god damn it.
So now he's got a robot iron lung, a spider robot iron lung that literally has a captain's chair inbuilt.
Hold on, didn't he also play Dr. Charles Xavier?
Yes.
Okay.
He also
So
plays
he's playing all
a
three of
shitload
these
of people on Family Guy and American Dad. Yeah, he plays Bullet in American Dad, and he plays quite a few people in Family Guy.
Okay, so basically, not only is he playing our captain, he's playing Captain Picard, Charles Xavier now because of his wheelchair, and also the poop emoji.
Actually, whenever I think of him, I always think of this spy movie that I remember him playing in, where he played like an old senile dude who used to be like a spy.
Red?
I think it was called Red, yeah. It was really good. At the end he dies, but he manages to bring down like massive corruption or something. And it's like his story of him like slowly losing his mind, and he's battling with Alzheimer's. It's really good.
I only remember the poop emoji.
Oh.
That was
He was so good in Logan, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched Logan yet.
The pinnacle of his career will be the poop emoji. That is what he will be most remembered for.
I hate you, Kimiko.
No, like, he was really good in it, you know? He made a poop joke, and then he made more, and then he didn't stop.
Why are you like that? Why are you the way you are?
Why you be like
I'm
this?
sorry.
Why you gay?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that was an awful character, and I'm never going to let him live that down.
You know. We should not ever let him live it down.
Alrighty. Okay, so ship status. Let's have a look at what we got here so far.
Actually, can I?
Yeah.
We got some spare parts for AIDS. Can I?
Yep. You can attempt to repair AIDS by using some of their
15.
systems. Yep. Okay. How many parts did you want to try to fix with that?
We have 3.
Yep.
AIDS parts. So.
All 3. One of them.
All 3.
Okay. He is now sitting at. I'm going to put him down to 70. No. Yeah, 70%. So you filled in a lot of problems with his missing data, star charts, stuff like that.
I'm just gonna move the percents to the proper side. Just, I am sorry, but
you should be.
Well, actually, I'm not.
Nah, you can change it.
Yeah, it's just there's percents need to be after Babbage. We're not French.
Je vais, Momo.
Say that again and I will slap you.
Hey guys,
yes.
Are we wrapping this up soon?
Yep, we're just doing the final repairs.
Yeah, we're playing for 3 fucking hours.
Oh, and then we need the weapon mods. We need to...
Yep, so...
It's only been 3 hours.
And that was... Kimiko and Ruby that got the weapon mods.
Yeah.
So what type of weapon, what did you want to soup up?
Probably my my plasma blaster.
Alrighty, and I'll just quickly roll to see what it is.
I love what they've done with the place.
Okay.
Somewhat resembles an insect hive.
I'll get rid of that. Okay, your plasma blaster now does +1, and it has a +1 to hit. So you've got a +1 to hit and a +1 to damage. Unless you want to re-roll that.
+1.
I've already changed it.
Oh, okay.
So
that sounds good.
That sounds good? Alright, Kamiko.
Yeah.
What's the difference between suit and weapon, generally?
Well, you're upgrading your weapon, not your suit.
I know, but I mean, like, what's the general like, what kind of special differences can you get?
Well, you can get chance to hit, penetration, extra damage, stuff like that.
Okay, but what about the suit?
The suit you can't upgrade with an illegal weapon mod.
Oh.
Well, not technically. Like, technically you could probably strap on a different, like a weapon onto your suit, but that will require training and implants to use.
Oh,
Maybe the defense
like
tower's seconded for the Turians.
Like the blade from the new Doom Eternal.
Yeah, you could also choose to either be a proficiency mod or an augment mod if you'd like, or an implant. So if you want to re-roll that, like from choose Ruby, that's up to you.
Wait, what?
So do you want to stick with the upgrading your weapon, or do you want to say gain training, implant, or proficiency, or an augment?
No, I'm good with just the gun.
Yep. Okay.
What are proficiencies more than?
Weapon proficiency adds to your overall chance to hit with certain weapons. Like, basically your weapon proficiency is if you choose to do one type of weapon.
And then augments?
Augments is body modification, stuff like that.
What kind of body modifications?
Cybernetic eyes, robot arm, stuff like that. Extra, like, yeah.
Oh, I am heavily breathing. Okay. Robot dick.
By the way, everybody gets a level up as well for role playing so well today.
Let's go with a weapon mod. Just a regular mod.
Alright.
Just roll for it, I guess.
Yep. What one did you want to upgrade?
First of all. The Fort 224 plasma carbine.
Alrighty. Let's roll. Okay, that's not overly good.
Oh, great.
You're just going to get +1 to damage.
Okay.
But it's something. See, in this one you mainly upgrade your weapons as opposed to actually upgrading, like buying new weapons.
Okay, I'm gonna just fix hydraulics because that's been irking me as well.
Okay, hydraulics, that will add an extra 5 to your movement.
Oh, no, I've just been fixing the name.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because you spelled it wrong.
Yeah, I know, I spelled it wrong once, and then I copied it, and then that copy just followed me. So, Rollis, so, who wants to go first on the level up?
I'll go last.
Okay.
Wait, what?
You got to level up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, who wants to go first?
That bring it all up to 15, your XP power, like your max, but keep your the first number the same.
Still, we're working for the Reapers now, and we have.
No species should have to suffer through that.
Let's find what we need before the collective salvage this vessel. Move out.
Should mine really be at 3 or should it be higher?
3, but your second number should now be 15.
Okay. No, it's good. I'm just gonna go more into targeting.
Alrighty.
I think I'll do one in communications.
Alrighty, so Sid will do yours first. You're going into targeting. So you now get a +3 in your optic sensors and whatnot. Roll us a D4.
Look on the
You can re-roll that. What the fuck?
Come on, can I at least get a third reroll?
I will give you a third.
That's 4 times in a row this has happened to
Well,
me.
seeing how you've had such bad rolls today, I will give you one more re-roll. Okay, you got 3 extra to your health.
Thank you.
I'm doing the same.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Max, alright.
I think Ruby needs to re-roll that.
Ruby, where were you putting your point?
Oh, I put it in communications.
Communications?
Yeah.
Beauty. So we've got the face character now.
Excuse me, I am the technology face character.
Yeah, but she's now the person to talk to.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. I can just stand behind with a large spanner and eat people's kneecaps.
You're basically, Kamiko, you're basically Scotty, while Ruby is basically Ahura and Scotty.
It's basically a what?
From Star Trek.
I don't know, Lavitz, have you seen how much shit
Ahura.
No, Ahura.
I just heard a whore.
No, Ahura.
Jesus, okay then.
I'm not that
Yeah,
mean.
Yeah, you're combined with both, like, you know, you're like a prostitute, but a really proficient prostitute.
You're a prostitute with a good sales pitch.
I hate both of you.
And some skills to back it up.
I swear to God.
We kid because we love.
Alright.
Looks like some kind
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Either way, you've got 3 in scout and support suit.
Suggest caution.
That number doesn't have to be there. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
Now,
Sid, we got yours. That's all looking shiny and perky. Okay. And Kamiko, let's do yours.
Progress, Shepard.
Now, if I remember correctly, I can do the drone implant thing.
Yes, if you put that into, let's see, implants, you can put that, insert your implant in there without having to buy it, since you already repaired the old one.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Alrighty.
What just happened?
So put it into implants, and I'll put.
I already had. Could have sworn I already had it in, but I didn't have it trained, or something like that.
You had the implant, but you hadn't, and you'd insert it into you, but you didn't have it connected to your brain.
All right, great. Let's do it now.
So you got 1 in implants. Now roll us health.
Yeah, that's right, bitches. I'm Data now.
Oh, great. Data goes through his I want to be human again bullshit.
No, not that. I have nothing. I don't care about that at all.
Okay, add 3 to your max health.
I have done that.
Now, roll me a random dice. Odds
D20?
is a battle drone. Evens is a repair drone.
D20 or
doesn't matter, as long as it's got odds or evens. It's a coin flip.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll just do a 1d2 then. 2.
Okay.
What was that I want to do?
So evens was repair. So you've got a small repair drone that will follow you around, and it will give. It will only be able to repair you at the moment until you actually go training drone control. And then you'll be able to order it to other people.
More experience.
Beg your pardon?
Training will require more experience.
Training will require a level up. Yes.
What's the maximum level for training?
5.
Okay, so I'm just going to add that in drones. Yep. All right.
So yeah, if you actually buy or do training, basically there'll be an off time section once you guys get back into space. and you can actually do training and weapon proficiency. You can actually do that, like train that in your spare time to actually get a free level up in that section. So that will only come through role playing. Or you can, if you get to like a city or something along that lines where they actually offer training or something like that, or augments, you can actually spend credits to buy that. But at the moment you've got to spend power for the fabricator to fix it. But on the bright side, fixing up the fabricator has actually cheapened what it costs to actually buy things like that.
Okay, I've got a question for our new captain. Why the fuck was there so much contraband?
He says that as long as people aren't doing something overtly illegal on the ship, he normally lets flies, and if it's a personal thing, people have off times, and basically he allows certain things because he knows that if you're dictatorial on a ship, that spreads to mutiny very quickly. So he polices it, but he allows things as long as it doesn't impact the ship.
I found that it would help us successfully navigate Omega 4 relay.
So,
oh shit, that's
battle
right.
stims and space weed wouldn't affect the ship?
He didn't know about that.
No, don't ask him about the battle stims.
But things like the personal items, like the pleasure items, stuff like that, if people use them in their off time, he didn't mind, as long as someone doesn't show up to pilot the ship drunk or is on the weapon systems freaking high off their ass. He didn't really mind it.
It is not possible that the elusive man will
he gave his crew what's it called? Freeway? No. Freeway? Leeway. He gave his crew leeway to actually do stuff, but only as long as it didn't impact the ship. And on long trips like this, you literally stare out a window and all you see is like a blue outside, because you're literally going through a warp tunnel, and that takes, you know, sometimes 2 or 3 years between each port. So he didn't really mind people getting stoned in their off time.
Yeah.
Alright.
As long as it didn't affect the ship. If it did, he'd throw them out the airlock.
Yeah.
The only other thing I've got is the Drake ZPM. I didn't want to take a look at that, but we're probably gonna have to wait for next week.
I think you used the ZPM. Yeah, actually, you got it. You did it last time, and that's what. Oh yeah. Yeah, you used it last time, I think.
It's still in my inventory.
Roll to install it then.
15.
15. All right. Yep.
It does have an unknown attachment, apparently. So.
Oh, yep. So, yeah, you're gonna have to remove that attachment first.
All right. Well, that's what the 15 goes to, I guess.
Okay.
18.
18. All right, even better. Okay. You go up to 48. I'm gonna say 62% power.
I better get a medal for this.
Yep. It says.
Well, actually, no. At this point, all I hope is that he doesn't look at any of my log records.
Oh.
Okay, so now your ship's you'll have to choose what you want to distribute the power to, but you will have enough power to power the shields, even though they're still not in full working order. You will be able to power the engines enough to break atmosphere very easily, and if you do it slowly, it'll chew up a little bit of extra power, but you won't have to engage your ship.
Oh, bless you.
You right there, Sid?
Hello? Are you okay?
You okay there, Sid?
Incoming.
Sid?
I think Sid died.
No! Not allowed.
Not allowed?
Illegal.
Not again.
Very illegal.
Not again.
Not allowed for her to die.
Damn it, Sid.
Are you okay?
If you've chewed through one of your 9 lives...
No.
How are you alright?
What?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
We were all screaming, are you okay?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
My goodness.
That's alright.
Scary sometimes.
So, also roll us to whoever's want to use their tech. I'll let you both with tech to use it to roll to try and repair your shields.
Once again,
okay.
I've proved that is the best of my handiwork.
Yep. Okay, Ruby, you want to roll to fix the shields?
I can't draw blood from a stone.
Both of you, 4. Yep, you can't improve the shields at all, but luckily you didn't sabotage them in any way. So they're still intermittent, but you will have enough power to actually boost them a little bit. Pending if you want to boost them, of course. So let's just
not going to look into my previous history, is he?
He'll look at everything. He's got time to spare. He's stuck in an iron lung. He's got plenty of time to spare. He's going to be looking over footage of the previous crew. He's going to be looking at the footage of you. He's going to be looking at what your mechs recorded and what your suits have recorded. Everything from biological changes to what you actually saw. With the exception of what you've done in your personal time. That he believes that you don't... As long as it doesn't affect the thing, he doesn't pry in personal time. So what you do in your quarters, he doesn't watch, and unless you get into a fight in the commons room, he won't actually look at that either.
Okay. That's good. That means he won't be fucking around with that one protocol.
Yep. Like I said, as long as you follow protocol while on duty, he normally doesn't give a shit.
I mostly meant like he's not going to look into my personal history.
Oh, he would have already started looking up that.
Oh.
Don't worry, if it was a throw-outable offense, you wouldn't have been allowed on the ship in the first place. And basically the previous captains, which Captain Dennis, if she chose to have you on the crew, he's going to follow basically her protocols on each of the people.
Can I roll to see exactly how many colonists my plans have killed?
Alrighty, give us a roll.
Alright.
First roll will be for the communists, second roll will be for recorded.
8.
Okay. And recorded. Give us a roll for that.
8.
Okay. You've killed no communists, but you have inconvenienced a lot of them.
God damn it.
Basically, they go in there and it's like, "There's my vodka," and you're like running off in the background. So basically, it's general annoyances as opposed to actual enemy action.
Sabotage, not killing.
Yeah, basic dick moves, as is your tradition.
Hey, we haven't worked up to guerrilla warfare just yet, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, primate warfare is a little bit advanced for you, for Ukrainians.
And communists. Shut up.
Okay, now let's see, what else do we have to fix on the ship before we end this week's session?
What's this?
Okay, the drones, you can sacrifice 1 power from your ZPM to power up the drones that you found, which will be actually 1 more drone basically, because the other drone, the repair drone, yeah, so basically you'll be powering up a defense drone if you choose to sacrifice 1 power.
With the captain's permission, I will authorize it.
Yep. So if you want that, you can do it. Like I said, the captain's basically going to be here in a sense to just kind of give you story orders. He's not going to be micromanaging any of this. That's up to you guys. So you're down to 61. Drones online, defense drone online. Yep. Repair drone online.
Okay.
So put it in your inventory that you've got 1 repair drone.
That's good.
And let's see. I'll make you a token for that later on. Actually, oh, there we go. Security drone jam 1.
Oh, what's that? Hello? What are you doing?
I was playing with my chair lever.
Oh my god, it sounds like you're trying to break it.
It sounds like you're falling down the stairs.
Yeah, it sounds like you're slowly falling down the stairs on your chair.
That's it! Beat that meat! Beat that meat!
Squish that cat!
What?
Break them logs!
Never mind. Have you not seen the squish that cat?
No, I haven't. But it does sound like something.
Squish that cat. That sounds like a like animal abuse. Sounds like someone's like crushing a cat underneath something.
Repaired.
That sounds anyway.
Why have I called it repaired drown? I don't know why. My spelling is terrible. Okay, it should be down at the very bottom. I'll drag it. Only you should be able to see it, Kimiko. But for some reason it's got 2 bloody pictures.
That's adorable.
Oh, there it is. Yep. So you should be all should be able to see it, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. In players journal, all players. There we go. So you should all be able to see it now, and I'm just putting it up at the very bottom, just below the players. So that little bugger will repair you in battle. Basically, you'll roll its pistol attack, and that will be classed as basically a welder attack, which will then repair damage done to your external suit. But it can't do health. It cannot do health repairs. If someone's right next to you, they can do it, but it will be half repair. So half, if they roll, it's like a D4, I think. So say Ruby's damaged. I'd roll that defense laser, and basically, if you're standing right next to Kimiko, the drone will repair 2 damage.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yep. It can move within 2 feet of you, but really it's just going to hover around you in a sense. It's going to be like you ever seen 40K, the tower from 40K?
No.
I'll get a picture. 40K.
No, tech priests.
Nah. Where's a good picture of one?
I will find you a tech priest. Give me a second.
No. Yeah. It's not a tech priest.
Well, it should be.
I'll put that into Space Dragoons. And there it is. Basically, this is what the drone is kind of like. So imagine with like a little arm that pops out and just does like little spot welding, MIG welding, TIG welding, stuff like that.
Concern. Right then.
Edie told us the distress call originated from the collectors.
Alrighty.
You betrayed us.
Yeah, there you go, tech priest right there.
Yeah, but you're not a tech priest.
The collectors are taking humans.
Well, I should be.
You're in a mech suit and you've got a drone hovering around you. That's freaking Tau, mate.
We're supposed to be on the same side. I don't trust you.
I am the toaster thief. I steal the toasters.
But on the bright side, when you upgrade it, it will become like this.
The collectors couldn't have anticipated.
Once it loads, basically you'll swap out the little welders for little plasma guns. And as you upgrade your drone level and your drone stuff, you'll get better weapons, you'll be able to go further away and do more complicated things. Like if you upgrade your repair drones to a degree, you'll be actually able to send it out to actually like open doors and do stuff like that. They're very little. They're kind of like mage hand almost.
I can't trust your intel. You're useless.
So I've got a question then. How have I improved
Be a lot more careful.
over the previous session?
This is no time.
Reasonably well, I reckon.
Things are about to get a lot tougher.
How's everybody else think how Kamiko's playing?
Pretty good.
Reapers and collector ships use an advanced
Sorry, I'm not a gay.
info system.
Yeah.
The relays recognize.
Now you are,
All
yeah.
we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFOs.
Yeah, he's contracted the big gay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sid, how do you feel about how this session went? Is it better than last week's?
Why didn't you say anything about finding
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit better than last week's.
Confirmed it.
I'm trying to improve as much as I can
Find and extract.
on it,
We have options.
and trying to give everybody
An
a
alliance
chance to talk.
recently determined that the great on the planet Clinton is
But if anybody feels like they're not being heard or whatnot, just bite in, just say, listen, I want to, listen, or could someone, could everybody shut the fuck up while I talk, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to get blunt about it if it's bothering you, because I want everybody to be happy in this campaign, in this game. And if somebody's not happy, I want to know straight off the bat so that I can actually do stuff to actually fix it.
Yeah.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged.
And shy of kicking somebody out of the game, I really want to keep, because I actually like this game a lot.
Yeah, this is good.
I like this smaller group.
That's nice. Okay. So I guess that's it for today then, huh?
Yep, unless you guys want to do anything else to get your ship running. Let's just do a quick checklist before everybody goes. You've got intermittent shields, which will be enough to help you break surface without taking any damage. You've got a decent amount of power in your engines. You've got a new engine, which they're running at 69 thrust. You got, let's see, yep, your shields are still at 30%, but it's a stable 30% now. Your fabricator is damaged with low power. I don't know why that. Why didn't that save? Fabricator. Low.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Oops! Damn it!
Of course, Shepard.
Apparently, California has created super AIDS.
Create what?
Apparently, like an evolved superior form of AIDS has appeared in California.
Why am I not surprised?
Super AIDS. Oh god.
Needed access
Yeah.
to
Actually, that is a thing.
necessary risk.
Super AIDS. Oh my god.
Collectors will be the least of his problems.
Okay, and
Anyway.
maneuvering thrusters are now fully online,
Analysis is accurate.
Nice.
so you'll be able to move around this space a lot better. Your gravity is still offline unless you wish to put it on there. It will drain a little bit of power, but it will make you walking around a bit more comfortable.
That counts, right?
Okay, that's it at
Okay.
the moment. So show these max.
Yep, weapon system.
Grounded.
Better run the diagnostics.
They haven't fixed your weapon systems up yet, so you can't launch torpedoes or bombs,
Are correct. The collector homeworld is located within the
but
galactic
that
core.
won't be a problem once you fix them up. That's just a simple roll for yous.
There are no habitable planets.
Or if you want, you can leave it to the repair drones.
Space station protected by
Drone repair systems,
Even the collectors don't have that kind of technology.
anti-pursuit bombs, medical supplies, you got a shitload of them.
No wonder nobody's ever returned from the trip to the Omega.
Damage max 9, dog tags 209.
Small safe zone exists on the far side.
When you when you put the dog tags in, basically at the next port, basically, you'll actually get a reward for returning dog tags.
In the galactic
That's
core.
cool.
The Reaper IFF must
Aid spare parts. You used all of them, didn't you?
I don't know.
Kamiko, you used all the parts to repair aids, didn't you?
Follow the collectors through the
Yes.
relay doesn't mean we can
Okay.
take them out. I don't want to go
And I
push them
think
until know
that's
we're ready.
it. AI 70%. Yep. Everything seems to be in order. Unless you guys want to do anything else, I think we can call the game.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Alrighty.
On our side, the better our chance of
Alright,
success.
this is a fun game, guys. See you in about a week.
Yep. I'll see you guys same time next week, unless any problems come up.
No, I should be good.
Yep. So still Saturday at 1:30 for me. So that's good.
Oh, and we have tomorrow, don't we?
Yeah.
Double whammy now.
Netherworld Dragoons will be same time for me, which I think will be an hour later for you guys.
Which is good for me.
Yep. Unless we need to actually push that back to original time, which will be 2 hours later for you, I think.
Daylight savings time is hit, so we've actually gone back an hour.
Alrighty. So that's yeah. So yeah, 6:30 for me. I think we'll stick it to, which is the old. Pardon me, the old time.
Which will be 5 for me.
Yep. So, okay. Alrighty. So.
You had me so worried when
Yeah, I think.
Excuse me. I'm gonna go buy a hat.
Yep, and I'm gonna finish the food that I made before this game, and finish my pot of tea. I've still got like a quarter left.
Okay. Alright then. Have a good night, everyone.
Alright, have a good night, Ruby. Had fun playing with you guys.
That'll be all.
Take care.
Okay, Sid.
Yeah.
Yep, I will catch you later. Yeah, sorry, I just said I had fun playing with you guys today.
Oh yeah, no, this is really fun, yeah.
Alright, we'll catch you later.
Okay, catch you later. Sleep tight.